Well, this is Stipper Area. You know, some of them for the Nubian Forum Talk Show. With my brethren Kwaku. Keep it locked.
You're in tune to the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show live with the Prophet Kwaku. Asha Senator
says. Otep. Itepe, Ineke, J.A. Senebe. Divine peace, long life, stability, and good health to all Africans globally. Akwaba in the name of the creating force of the universe, the omnipotent, omnipresent, that which is greater than ourselves, who has many names. Timaji Laro, Kutu Koto, Bilori, Olodumare, Nkulo Kulo, Kwame Blafashe, Mungo, Jinyame, Onyeme, Ja, Amen Ra, Ashe. In tune to Nubian Farm People's Talk Show, live on GalaxyAfiwe.com, the only deep brainwashing station in a nation. Your pilot at the Eichel Tower taking you through the Milky Way, Sirius A, Sirius B, and Sirius C, and a new galaxy, the Prophet Medote. So pick up yourself, Dr. Stephen Ferguson, catching black here next week. Safe journey home, brother. Yes, people, you know why I messed up the tune there, right? Because I want people to listen to this tune here, Really want people to listen to the words of this tune here. Because this brother here, is a brother who, people don't really take much notice of this singer here, But him have some lyrics. See it, him have some lyrics. And to tell you the truth, me do Dr. Abo have a tune, but it's like Dr. Abo a wall up on the tune them pan me, because me can't get none of them tune them for play on my show. So Dr. Abo, Vodum, I hear you live on the Galaxy, Just make sure you give me my CD with your tune them on it so I can rinse them in my show. Yeah, because, I move on a vibe, I'm going to play this tune here because I did a show on Sunday and I was talking about this whole covert 19, because that's what me call it, covert. See? And I'll tell you why after. But I really don't think that people, the masses, is really observing what is really taking place. And so I have to go over it again. Because me's a man, me's very analytical, I watch certain things and I see how certain things move, You understand me? So I listen to this tune here, because this singer here, one of my favorite singer them still, See? But just to let me know that I'm locking the WhatsApp number to WhatsApp and the text number, so you can just send your message, say, yeah, Prophet, we are listening, wherever you're listening from, where in the world, or whatever the case may be. So if you are abroad and you are locked in, see, it's +44. So that's if you use abroad, it's +44. You don't use the 0. You just put +44 and then you go 73. See? So I'm going to do that now. So the two numbers I'm going to give you the live link number, and I'm going to give you the WhatsApp and the text number. So if you're abroad, all you just do, you just drop the 0 and put +44 and the rest of the number there. See? So it's 073 77 920703 07377 920703. That are the text and WhatsApp number. So just let us know you're lock in, you lock on, you tune in, and everything like that. See? And the live link number when we open up the lines for us to have a conversation, etc., is 0207. Now remember, if you're abroad, it's +44 and you drop the first 0. See? 0207 193 01 74. I shall repeat those two numbers again, and then I'll play the tune. See? The text and WhatsApp number. So you can send in your dedications, or you can send in, yes, I'm lock on from here and this and that, boom, boom, boom. If you don't want to give a name, just tell me where you lock on from. Because it's always nice to know, where people is listening to us from. If them listening abroad or them listening here or whatever the case may be. You understand what I say? It's always nice to know. And also, if it's your first time listener, give you a WhatsApp and say, boy, first time we're tuning in or whatever the case may be. Or if it's the first time you're tuning into this particular show. See? So we start again. So if you're abroad, it's +44 and you drop the first 0 of each number. If you're not abroad and you're on the mainland and Britain, the island, this is the text and WhatsApp number. 073 77 92 0703. That's 07377 920703. That's a WhatsApp and text number. And if this is the live link number, if you want to interact with the show throughout the evening. Yeah, I'm here until at least midnight, maybe even 1. Depends how the show go. See? +44 if it's abroad. And then you drop the first 0. But if you're here is 02 07 193 0774. See? And then, we'll go on. Just listen to the words of this tune. Yeah. The end of time. Otep. Yes, people. Akwaba to the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. And before we go any further, we have to give honor and thanks to the ancestors them. Those people that sacrificed their lives so that we could be here today. Those ancestors that died in the Middle Passage. Those ancestors that fought the great wars of Haiti in 1791. Those ancestors that fought the great wars in all of the different islands of the Caribbean beyond. To all those Africans who fought so that we could be taken out of chains. All those Africans who fought so that maybe one day we could return home to Mama Africa. We honor and venerate you. And we will never forget you. We may not know all your names, but with the essence of our aura and our spirit, we venerate you and we say Madase for your sacrifice. We hail your ancestors and say Muduba to those ancestors them. Muduba to the ancestors them that fought the enemies of Mama Africa for the last 6 millenniums. Muduba to the ancestors them that suffered in the many mangameses whose bones lay beneath the many seas, the many oceans, the many rivers, the many lakes, the many swamps, the many deserts, the many graves of this world. Maduba to the ancestors who wrote our stories down on stones and papyrus and scrolls and books and put them down in audio and video so that we would know who we are as a people, where we're coming from, how we arrived where we are, how we survived, where we were successful, where we failed, where we made mistakes, the corrections we need to do, and where we need to go. Maduba to those ancestors. Maduba to the ancestors them that come here from the 50s, 60s, 70s to carve out a better life for themselves and them families. They were very young, and we venerate them and we say Maduba Madase for your sacrifice. Itepe Neke J.A. Senebe. Yeah. And to all those ancestors who we know directly, those ancestors who's gone on before, so many names to mention. And say Muduba to Ella Erakuti's wife. Muduba to Ella Miranda. Muduba to Mama Margaret. Muduba to Siba Pamela Simpson. Muduba to Siba Nkechi Ode. Muduba to Brother Doggy. Muduba to Astrel Parkinson. Muduba to my father Cedric. Muduba to my brother Scotty. And Muduba to all my ancestors and your ancestors. It's an Otep and greetings, my people. So after the formalities, you know, we have to always put our ancestors before us, before anything that we do, so that whatever we do, we are successful by it. And even if we're going into war, if we die, we would have honored them. And so when they meet us, they would know that we honored and venerate them. You know, may do something on this. I'm going live on Facebook. So if you want see me on the Facebook, I'm going live on the Facebook now. Because I learn for this technology thing, you know. So I transmit live on Facebook on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show, or you can go up on Kwaku Bonso, catch it, see have a ank there, and you can see me live in the studio. My roll with technology now, you know. You don't see it. I just sip all I drink here right now. I have a bag of texts down there. So remember, send in your texts. If you're abroad, send in your texts, or you can catch me on the live feed. See, you can catch me on the live feed on the Facebook. See, you can catch me live on the Facebook. But the numbers is +44. You drop the first 0. If your ear is 073 7792 0703. That's the WhatsApp and text number. And I'm going to read all of them. +44. Drop the first 0. If you're in England, it's 073 7792 0703. That's the text and the WhatsApp number. And then the live link number if you want to interact with the show. And I'd like to speak to somebody from abroad this week. I'm going to be on until I speak to somebody abroad. Because I know people abroad are listening. Them all I watch on the Facebook, I think. And I'm going to look on the Facebook thing and see what I go on there. +44. And then you drop the first 0. But if your ear is 0207 193 0174. And as I said earlier, there's some Ferguson thing there. This show is sponsored by African Development Enterprise, ADE Photographic Pictorians and Sharp Photography, based in Rye Lane, Peckham, in the indoor market. See? Anything to do with printing, posters, banners, invitations, you know, programs for your deceased and memorials and t-shirt and hat and coat and wedding invitations and all them kind of things and photography. If you want some photographers for you know, do your wedding and any special occasion to document your history, and it's important that we document our stories for the generations to come, because unfortunately our parents weren't able to do that. And the reason why you find that we have the issues we have on planet Earth, because our suffering in terms of the beginning of our mangamese with these Europeans and these Arabs was not recorded. There's no recorded, no movie evidence of what they do, but we have evidence now of what them do. And so this is why you see things on the planet is moving and changing a certain way. You see me I deal with. See, so you're in tune to the Prophet Kwaku inside the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show live on Galaxy Afiwe.com, the only deep brainwashing station in this year nation. See? And from creation. Yeah, so I just want to continue with the situation. Yeah. Remember, ADE Photographic Services down there in Riley and Peckham. Support them because it's a black business. It's a business that helps to support the community. You understand? I see like the lockdown and all them thing there. Maybe this person can buy a t-shirt. You got t-shirts with anks on it and a whole heap of different kind of African emblems and things like that. Them sell all kind of something down there. So just pass through and check out the shop. You know, they open back up now in Riley Market, 48 Riley and Unit 40, is it 49 to 50? Can't remember. Maybe something. Let me read it out in a minute. But just check it out, yeah, and I'll give you some more information. You know, they're the official sponsors of this show. They're the reason why I'm here this evening on this show. They sponsor this show here specifically. Yeah, so you can shoot to Newbram Forum People's Talk Show live on the rock926.com. Before I even read out any texts, anything like that, and I tell the people them that the Prophet is on here. So I have this show here that I do tonight from 9 p.m. to midnight, but sometime I go on a little later. Depends how the vibe is in the evening, yeah. And then on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. a shorter show, yeah, a more in depth, you know, in chant show. Just go through certain little things and certain reasonings. Now there's a lot of things that I want to cover this evening. But first and foremost, one of the first things that I want to ask is, in this whole lockdown thing, what have you noticed that has changed in this whole lockdown thing? And I've got something that I'm going to bring to the fore. It might seem simple, but I'm going to tie it in with something. Now, since the lockdown, especially that I live in London, so I don't know what it is with the people in Birmingham, Manchester, and all them different places. We know them lockdown Leicester now. Again, I want to ask people a question. Round where you live, have the roads changed? Have they blocked off any roads or anything like that? Because in a Brixton, Shakespeare Road, where you could get from Dulwich Road to Cole Harbour Lane, they've blocked it off now. So you cannot get to Cole Harbour Lane from Rayton Road no more, because Shakespeare Road, it comes over Dulwich Road. It comes from Dulwich Road, it crosses over Rayton Road, and it goes down to Cole Harbour Lane. They've blocked it off. And what they've done, they haven't actually blocked it. This is how cunning these people are. What they have done, they have put them have a camera up there, and them have no entry at buses only. I don't know which bus, because I don't know no bus will go down there. The bus, there's a P13, and the P13 go around Loughborough Road and up down through Summerleyton. So I don't know if them are going to create another bus will go up there. And then put some plant things and some bollards up there. But car can drive to it. But if you go through it now, them take a picture of you and then them fine you. So there's no entry. You're not allowed to go through there. But then in Dulwich Village, is a route when me take for go, if me leave when me there Brixton sometimes or Tulsa, and we're going through Peck, I come from the South Circular, and you travel the South Circular from Balham and all them place there, and you bus through Dulwich Village, and there's a little back way you can go boofum and go through and go past Dulwich College and come out on either East Dulwich Road, or you can bus a right and go down Lordship Lane. See? Then block it off. Now you might be thinking, what's Kwaku? You know, what's that got to do with anything? Do you remember? No, and then on top of that, they've put up the price for congestion charge. Remember when congestion charge started? I think it was £7. Then it went to £8. It's now £15. But not only is it £15, it's 7 days a week. Not only is it 7 days a week, they've increased it from, it used to be from 6 o'clock in the morning to, I think it was 6 at night. But now it's from 6 o'clock in the morning, or was it 7 o'clock in the morning, to 10 o'clock at night. 7 days a week. And they're looking to extend it to the North Circular and to the South Circular. Now, I said earlier I was going to tie it into something. Do you remember just before the lockdown, they were speaking about how the lockdown was going to work? And one of the word that they used was herding. You know when you herd, like you herd cow and all them something there? Yeah, like cowboy and herd of horses or herd of cows and things like that. And they were going to herding people. This is what's taking place, people. And I don't think people are aware of how much of your movements is being controlled. I don't think people realize how much of our movements is being controlled. On top of that, they're talking about compulsory vaccination for people. Now, in the news, Dominic Raab, his name is, when he come out, he said, we're going to be giving the vaccination to people who need it the most. Now, anytime these people are looking to do something, they set the parameters, they set the things in motion prior to what they intend to do. So they've been parading that African people globally are more susceptible to this particular virus than anybody else. So it's the Africans at top, then it's the Asians, the Pakistanis, Indians, and then it's the Chinese, and then it's the Europeans. Now, as far as I'm concerned, when I've studied a bit of biology, and I know that Europeans have the most recessive anatomy on this planet. Them susceptible to anything. Them can't even go to another sun. So them know is at the bottom of the tier with them now dead so quick. That. Alright, we know what happened in Spain and Italy and all them places there. Or is it just old people? You see, you have to watch the ride. Don't look at what you see now. Go back 2-3 years and hear the conversations that they were having about population control. And the world is overpopulated. And we need to get the numbers down. Whenever you hear white people talking about it, they're not talking about themselves. Because Britain has approximately 70 million people in a landmass that's 88,000 square miles of land. Ghana has approximately 30 million people in an area mass of 92,000 square miles of land. And Ghana is one of the smallest countries in Africa. So where is overpopulated? You understand what I'm saying, people? So you got to check and see where is overpopulated. Where is overpopulated? Who are the people that where they're going to get these reductions? And don't you notice they all any disease that come is almost like any disease that come. Listen to them on the news. These devils, listen to them. Anytime any disease comes about, they like to equate it with black people and poverty. You understand what I'm saying? Like the disease is poverty, conscious. Yeah, me a COVID-19, a poor people might look for killer off and some look at black people. How can a disease just be with poverty? You understand what I'm saying to you? Just because I don't have as much money as a man who's a billionaire, the disease gonna come look for me. Because me poor. You see the madness that they perpetrate on the world. I said on Sunday, and I'm going to say it again tonight, and I want us to really analyze and discuss this. How is it a disease that you supposedly, if you wash your hand for 28 seconds, you can get rid of it. You can box up COVID with soap and water. Yet, if it gets in your system, it wreak havoc. The maths don't add up. The maths don't add up, people. And I don't understand how people can't. Nobody has said this. A disease that you can wash off with soap, box it up with soap and water, Dettol and them thing there, fairy liquid, some black soap, doodoo soap, wash it, boofum, slap up COVID. Got the whole planet on lockdown. Have you seen Trump with any mask? You know, so Putin is going to be president now of Russia for the next 16 years if him live. You see him with any mask? You see any of these? Me watch the same boy there. Him same did have COVID. What the boy the name again? The Prime Minister boy. Guys, like me memory just gone now. Boris Johnson. Right? And Keir Starmer and all them man. Me watch him in a question time. None of them boy they never have no mask on. But they might tell you to wear a mask. You understand me? And I got some information now about masks. Listen, I do painting and decorating now. That me do, you know. When you're a sundown place, you have to wear a mask. You don't want breathing, the sanding and all them thing there. See? You have to wear a mask for that, to keep them particles out of you. But if you have it on too long, you have to take it off. So how is it them I tell people, if all you have to do is wash your hand. That's all you have to do, you know. So them could put some things on the buses that when people come by the bus, boof, wash them, sanitize them, man, and them thing there, re-te-te. It doesn't add up. It does not add up. That's something that you can kill. Remember, you know, when AIDS come, you couldn't kill AIDS with soap and water. Yeah? HIV and all them thing there. You understand? You couldn't kill them something with soap and water. Couldn't get them so you have to go hospital and get all kind of injection for all kind of something. So all this and this thing you seem to be worse than that. I'm telling you, people, they're out to annihilate black people off the planet. They've tried every which way but loose to kill we. But I got news for you people. We are the original people. You can't kill we, no care where no do. Our bodies will adapt. You might kill me, but by the time you reach my youth, them know for them body adapt to it. So no come with something different. Because that's how they operate. That's how they operate, my people. These people, them, is the disease. Them are the COVID-19. Them. They sit down in their laboratories and they F around with diseases, natural diseases, and they clone them and do some whole heap of madness for biological warfare. This is what they do. Them, the Russians, the Chinese, the Israeli, them, right, the British, they rule at it. And all of us is getting shafted. And so now, the human race, the race of beings on this planet, is imploded. I news today, over 400 elephants dead in Kenya, just dropped down dead. So 400 elephants. And now these scientists, European scientists now, they want permission from Kenya now for them to go in there and take samples and things like that. Because see, they always come like the saviors, don't they? And it's probably something that they have done, some company that they got, that when they go into Africa to take out whatever resources they want, they don't follow no health and safety guidelines that they have to follow in their own country. So probably seep something in the water, or in the tree them, or whatever the case may be, and kill off the elephant them. This is them. Anywhere the European has been on planet Earth and come into contact with any other species, including other humans or earthlings, it ain't ended well for the people them that they've come into contact with. History tells you that. You understand? Don't no European come chat to me about racism. You understand me? Because you lot like to change the demographics of what words mean to suit yourselves. Racism is prejudice plus power. The power to impose your ideology, your belief system, and your way of life and culture on another group of people. That's what racism is. So I can say what I want here as a black man. I can say black white people for dead or whatever. It ain't going to make no difference to you lot's livelihood. Because you lot control the power for now. You understand what I'm saying to you? And when Africans were the people them that had the knowledge on this planet, the IQ and things was the highest IQ on planet Earth, they didn't go around and kill people. They went around and elevated them. They went around and shared the knowledge with them. What a mistake. Because we shared the knowledge with you. What did you do? How did you repay us? Murder, pillage, rape, pedophilia, narcissism, misogyny. All of them negative things that didn't exist in our communities. Because the African communities were traditionally matriarchal. You understand? We never afraid for a woman to run things. Even now, even when I was growing up as a boy, and my mother run the yard. The old man just go work, drop the money, and make sure she just deal with things. That never bothered the old man. You understand what I'm saying? And that was the case in most of African men households in the 50s and 60s and 70s in this country. We didn't have a problem with our women controlling money and running the yard. That's a white man thing. White men always want to dominate his woman. You understand what I'm saying to you? In traditional African culture, women are for them thing them though. A man of them thing. It's not equal right business. You see, they've got to use these definitions because they didn't have it in their community. You understand what I'm saying to you? Them never have it enough for them community. So them have to highlight them things. Woman rights and all them things. The woman never have no rights in our community. Man never have no rights. And no rights thing. No right, no left. A center, my heart, balance we deal with. Yeah? We know so woman have children. Yeah? And we have to dead FER. For help look after the children them. We know so woman is the first teachers, seabers of the society. So we understand that. But the man knows that them is the protector. You understand me? So we never need all these woman rights and all them something in a few things. We never need all of them something there. That's a feed them thing. And now we're rolling up and listen, let me tell you something from now. Let me make this clear to you. I do not want to be equal with white people. I don't want to be equal with them. Because feed them with our life is not mine. I don't, as to kind of phrase, me not join them the church there. With them I deal with. All me want, yeah, is my autonomy as a people to live our lives the way we choose to live it. Without no interference. And if we have something where the business, we do with the business. Me not like you for the business. You understand? I say, well, the business. We control Africa. We control the resources. And we would dictate what we sell you our resources for. You can't come up in a free thing and just roll up in a take free resources as and when you don't feel like and I just run away with it and then I tell and then I manufacture it back in some idiot car business and want to come sell it to we for astronomical amounts of money. Paper, we know what nothing. This is why you say they kill off Gaddafi. This is why you say they kill off Saddam. It's nothing to do with them killing off their people. If it was about killing off their people, why didn't they invade them those years ago when they did it? Why them never invade them time when them supposedly did it? No, because it served them at the time. But the minute they decided to change the currency to a golden dinar, if you gold and all them thing, they rate it here. Because the West, capitalism is about credit. That's what the dollar bill is. That's what the Deutschmark is. That's what the euro is. That's what sterling is. When you look on their paper, it's a promise to pay. A pure trust in Agwan. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to look at these things and see what's happening. And how do they know there's a second wave coming? Because them are going to make it come. Them control everything, you know. Don't be fooled by these people. Them is the wickedest thing that ever walked on 2 foot. Nothing no safe when them come out. Them roll up in Australasia and massacre the people them in Tasmania. None of them black people exist again. Them wipe them out. Them wipe them out in New Zealand. Them no exist again. The Indonesian people them a kill off the black people them in Papua New Guinea, West Papua. All these people look like us black people. Because there was nowhere on this planet that we weren't. We were here first. You understand what I'm saying? Them are secondary. Them just come here the other day. And for some, and for the way I see them, their behavior tells me they're alien to the planet. That's what their behavior tells me. Because they just want to kill, destroy, chop down the wall of the tree. They're just masochists. Them just love to kill. You're in tune to the Newborn Form People's Talk Show, live here on GalaxyAfiwi.com. Now I've got some early text here to read out. I may have this thing on the Facebook. I'm on the Facebook. Just log in to Nubian Forum on the Facebook. What you call again? And you catch me. Right, so we have some people. Let me just go down and read some more. Well, per read out thing, I go to know. Upon this thing, yeah. Right. Andre Thomas is watching. All right. Bring them on camera. Nodsby, Wayne, Squidley, Steve Tafari, Corey watching. Oh, Steve in the United States. You want to give me a call, you know, my brother? But I like talk to you, know, and give you a run on what going on in the States. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a wave? Oh, I got to bring them on. Sorry, I didn't realize. See, me not understand how this thing at work, you know. All right. See, that's how it go. Oh, see, now so it go. Me never know. So you have to press something. Text you, Musso. Oh, text Seba quick. Yes, Musso, big up yourself every time, my student. He runs. In fact, I'm gonna interview him in here about his moral philosophy class that he teaches online to children, and also his chess club. So I'm gonna bring him in here one day. David Barrett is watching. Aston, Lennox, Pascal watching. Oh, what people? 30 people are watching. What? I mean that. Big up yourself, Duncan. Rise up yourself every time, my brother. Ian Scipio is watching, Henry. Yeah, one bag of people. I go on in this thing, yeah. Big up my brethren, Fidel. Yeah, all type, my brother. Every time. Carl Grant is watching. Big way, the whole people are watch. Spread the news, the prophet on television. Yeah, I get feeling for what is it? I don't know. The battery might run out on the phone there, you know. J.C. Benjamin is watching. All right, so we have a whole lot of people that watch. Something say, I'm things this, bring it. Bring it. Yes, I. Vodum Kuyako. Yeah. Nana Kwabena. Yeah. Now, you know, people, I say things, but everything that I say is my opinion. It's not necessarily the opinion of Galaxy. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's my opinion. You understand? Yes, some of the station might support it, but they've given me this opportunity, and big up to the management team, everybody that give me the opportunity so that I can voice my opinion. You understand me? Because I'm a fireman. I mean, I take back no talk. I come with a different energy now. See? Like me rise again like a phoenix out of ashes. Because there's too much wickedness going on and people ain't talking about it. You understand? But let me read out some of these. Read out some of them WhatsApp here. We put WhatsApp here. All right. With this WhatsApp here somehow. Yeah, greetings and God-living African people. Just let you know that our beloved, Beanie is in hospital. Beanie Brown. I was going to mention that, you know, but I got a text here, so I'll read the text. And Beanie Brown, one of our forerunners, Pan-Africanists, from in the 60s and the 70s as a soldier, you know, fighting against tyranny of these people, had a stroke, and he's in hospital at the moment. And being who he is, I hope that people is going around to look for him, because this is how they take out our soldiers. You understand? He's well known to the authorities as a Pan-Africanist, and we must watch over him. You understand me? So Beanie is admitted to Sandwell Hospital due to suffering from a stroke this morning. The family is asking for your prayers and meditation at this time. I have spoken to Beanie this afternoon, and he has lost most of his speech and is barely able to communicate. As you all know, Beanie is a leader in our Birmingham community because of his commitment to Pan-Africanism and the rights of African people globally. Our communities are more united today. He is one of our heroes, so let us support his family in this time and pray for his speedy recovery. And we do. And, you know, when I first became active in what we call the liberation movement, when I first came actively involved, you know, Beanie was one of the first elders that I saw, and I was drawn to him, you know, just the way he was, just raw and everything. Over the years, you know, he would tell me off on them things that, and one time him kind of deny me, and I have a private word with him. But him do business, him just cuss you off same way. But him no feel no way to say it like it is. And that's what I did like about Beanie. He never wrap up what he's got to say just because white people was around, or Indians or Chinese. Him just say it like it is. And too much of us are like that. We're too apologetic. If you're telling the truth, you got nothing to apologize about. You're telling the truth. And it's simple as that. You got nothing to apologize about. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, or the truth as you see it. Because we've been buying our heads for too long, Africans, everywhere in the world. That's why you see them that's why you see the man can kill George Floyd so easily, so comfortable, over 8 minutes and 46 seconds, while he might play with himself at the same time. Because we've been buying our heads too much. And we as men need to stand up and hold our head up high. And if it means our life, then don't go down begging. Fight them. Don't beg them nothing. Fight. If you're for dead, you're for dead. Me no want dead. But if I, because what they do, they like to fling in at the handcuffs first. Yeah? When them have you now and start take liberty. 8, 9 of them down pan you. Inna your back, inna your neck. They're wicked and evil. Dirty people, them for dead. I tell you God truth. When we see these recordings, I mean, I was watching this recording the other day. And the man body slam a black woman, rude boy. Slim woman, you know. He body slam her, you know. And her mom is begging, don't do that to my daughter. That's how they angle our women. And we like some look a PUSSF guy stand up there with camera. Show us, take some, get to them. Some martyr business are for one. They're taking liberties. I don't see them anger their people like that. And I know there's a lot of people talking about your rights. Listen, black people don't have no rights in their land. You can sit there, you can quote all this and that. They're still going to take liberty. You know why? Because they can. It's as simple as flipping that. Because they can. And I've had it. I've had it with them. You understand what I'm saying? I have to talk to my people them. Because too much, what time people say, you know, too much of one thing good for nothing. We cannot allow them to continue to abuse us like this. This is what they used to do on the plantation. You know? Imagine now, you up on the plantation. Take yourself back. If you can. For a moment. And imagine being on the plantation. Say you're 6th generation on the plantation. You get up from dusk. From morning, you know, from the sunrise. Daylight, you get up. You're out in the fields. Whatever it is you're doing. Whether you're chop corn or you're plant corn. Whether you're pick cotton or you plant cotton. Whether you cut sugar cane or you plant sugar cane. Yeah? Whether you plant tobacco or you reap tobacco. Right through the day. No rest. Man a stand up on ass and then thing with gun and whip. And you do all that work all day. You and your woman. And at pints, one of them feel like one of your woman them just come capture and take her in the field and rape her off. Or you look a boy or you look a girl. Cause them love body. And that them love little boys. So them rip up the little boy them. That's why we have so much homosexuals in our communities. It come down through the hundreds of, you imagine doing that to our people for hundreds of years. Somewhere coming at the DNA. And some of them just come turn so. Yeah. That's why you have some women to them butch now and turn lesbian and all them thing there. Cause them tired, them get raped so much throughout the generations. You imagine you do all of that. And then the man still want to come take liberty with you. So we sit down and we plan to burn down the plantation. And some man I say, no, me I go kill him. No, some man, no, me I kill him. I say, well, who catch him first? Or she? You understand what I'm saying? And then some traitor betray us. Betray our plans. And we get catch and hung. And all kind of nefarious things is done to us. This is what happened. And don't care how we tried to follow the rules that they made for us. They made them even harder. They took the mick. Fast forward to now. What's changed? You know what's changed? We got mobile phones. We got laptops and computers. And we can buy a pretty car. And some of us can fly abroad. Not now with the lockdown. And we can buy a big old expensive Rolex watch that costs all 10 grand. And we can buy the most expensive car made by them. While our people are starving. while our people are suffering, while we're in their land, we don't even have a school of our own. Yeah? What happened to all the bars and pubs that we used to own, even here in Britain? Don't own them no more, they're gone. What about the areas that we had communities in? They run us out of them and gentrify them, make them expensive, that you can't even buy a property there no more. This is what they've done. What's changed? Nothing. They abuse your people, your children, your parents, and your peers exactly the same. And we, stupid black people, turn around killing each other for white man drugs, for their cocaine and their amphetamines, and all the other wicked drugs that they push out there for our children to sell to each other, so that we can get the materialistic things that they put on television with their pretty faces on it and make themselves pretty. You understand what I'm saying? Sell car. They're selling your car, but they're selling sex at the same time. This is what we've degenerated to. And now we got nearly 1 million black people, men and women, inside the prisons in the United States of America. We overpopulate the prisons here in Britain and anywhere else we are on the planet. And we turn in on ourselves. And so we sell their drugs. So we get caught up in their madness. And then we have gang wars, and then we kill somebody's brother or somebody's sister, and we do a drive-by, and then the healing can't happen. It can't happen because now we want vengeance for the murder of our loved one. And the cycle continues. And if you don't catch them and you get caught and you go in jail, you take it in jail with you. That's how they got us. That's how they got us, people. But we got to rise up out of that. We got to be strong enough to say, you know what? I got to put that aside because there's a bigger picture here. I don't care how wicked you are or how much war you have. You got a cousin, you got a nephew, you got a niece, you got a godchild, or you got a child. You got a relative. You must want them to live better than how we're living. One of the sweetest things that, oh God, I never read out that. What's up, Rick? Greetings, Kwaku. Big up the Nubian Forum Talk Show, Birmingham family. Big up yourself, Birmingham. Let me read out some more of this thing. Alright, Kwaku, I can pick you up very loud and clear. It has been for time that they were always pushing for different order with morals all gone. They will achieve their goal. Prince Malachi, I'm a singer that, Gloucester, say so. Yeah, easy no Gloucester, yeah, Prince Malachi, big singer that, you know, love the. Yo, Prophet, big up yourself and the Galaxy family, Otep Bramley. Locked in Wall Street, Israel and T, big up yourself, T. Before you were disgracefully removed from the Rock 926, you had lined up interview with Tipper. Will you be able to get him back into continue the interview about he told us about us. Sometimes people miswrite about us, his life in the music industry and how he was treated. T, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna have Tipper in the studio, but what I want to do, I want to try and get Tipper and Asher Senator in the studio as well, the two of them, because they was all around about that era, and I think there's a lot that they can bring and tell us about. So I'm looking forward to that. I have spoken to them. I would have spoken to Asher about it, and I'm going to call Tipper. Blessings, Kwaku, from Clifton at BMW Garage on Plater Road, Brixton. Thanks for keeping us inspired and informed. Big up yourself, Brother Clinton. And he's a brother that specializes in repairing BMWs. So if you got a BMW, or if you got any kind of car, take it down to Plater Road, off Acre Lane, Brixton. You tell them you want Cliff. There's 2 garages. It's on the left-hand side when you turn into Plater Road. There's 2 garages. It's not the first garage, it's the second one. You drive down. It's just a small little alley. And he's down there. And he trained with BMW and he decided to do his own thing. So, we must support our own businesses and our community businesses because, they employ black people. You know what I mean? And only when we employ them and they get successful can they contribute to anything that we're doing as a people. You're in tune to Nubian Forum People's Talk Show, live here on GalaxyAfiwe.com. Yeah, so, those are the issues that I brought up. And now there's another issue. I got this very, very long WhatsApp. And it was about a sister who has a child that has learning difficulties. She's dyslexic and she's a bit autistic as well. And she was going on one evening in Tooting and she saw these policemen, this is 2015, driving around in vans, and they jumped out and started to beat up some young boys. And they were really beating them, like really sticking the boot in. And she screamed out to them and said, you can't beat them up like that. And they told her to beep off and all the rest of it. It's a very long text, and it's very, very long. But I'm just going to give you a synopsis of it. It's going around. I'm sure people must have read it. Anyway, cut a long story short, they beat up the boy, then fling them in the van and kidnap her and her daughter. Her daughter's about 6 years old, and put the daughter in a separate van from the mother. And it looked like they were out to go and do the woman something. They took her around one corner, and she said she started praying and all them thing there because she thought she was going to die. And then they eventually took her to Tooting police station. But when they got there, I think they had the boys in there, so they moved her from there and took her to Sutton police station, and her daughter wasn't there. And this has been, and then once they let her go now, they've been intimidating her because she gave witness for the boys. Go around to her workplace, sitting with their cars outside her workplace, outside her house. This was 2015. We're in 2020, and it hasn't been resolved yet. The IPCC is supposed to be investigating them, or whatever the case may be. This is the kind of abuse that is happening to our people, and there's lots of it across the country and across the planet that you don't hear about. So when the youth them run out their reggae at is it Mitesfield Estate? Is it Mitesfield? No, Angertown or Brixton. Good on them. I don't business how much police get bust up. Me not care. Because they've been beating us up from we were youths. They used to beat us up. I'm going around in SPG van, jump out the van, batter you, kick you up on all them thing there, and left you upon the street. Yeah, we had our running battles with them too. So I don't feel no way what happened to them. You understand? Because what happened is always the innocence of our community that get done. You think they don't know who's selling drugs and who's doing all the kind of nefarious stuff? You think they don't know about the gangs? You think they don't know about criminal activities going on? They don't business. They don't business. What they want to do is criminalize the one who's going university and college and all them things. They're trying to advance themselves legitimately. So they stop our young people and they treat them like criminals. You understand? But when they get bust up now, they want to tell you, not all policemen them ain't bad. So what? Some of the good have to suffer for the bad. I saw it go. You can't have it all your way. Don't work like that. You understand? Why don't the good one them, if there's any good one them, stand up and say, no, you can't do that. That's not in the rules. Or is it in the rules? And And all through this lockdown, have you seen the police them exercising any distance? You seen them with any mask? You seen them with any gloves? When them run arrest people and go on with them wickedness? Maybe they know something we don't know. Or maybe they've got some vaccine that protects them from COVID. That's why me call it covert. Because me not see them with nothing. Even the one look at Teresa me say in a question time what they tell. Them not a mask on and all them something there. So maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe they know something the general public don't know. They're driving around in these vans. They ain't got no gloves. They got no mask. There's about 20 of them in the van. Oh, you know, hear them drop down and dead of COVID. The maths don't add up, people. The maths don't add up. It doesn't add up. And I'm telling you, they're planning something big. Real big. Leicester is just a testing ground. You understand what I'm saying? The number 0207 193 0174. Let me hear your views. Oh, I saw this video the other. I'm wondering if I can play I can't play the video because I've got this something. But it was of a recording of some brothers in the States. They're in one of the caller coming through. Out up unknown caller. What's the name where you calling from?
Fired from CBS for his opinions about
caller?
Opinions about white. And she's not going to get fired from her job.
Yeah.
White people can't talk anymore.
Greetings. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And now he has to go write a policy.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, there's something on. Hold on, I got to turn something off.
Equate what I'm saying to what he said. I mean, you might, and
there's a recording on.
See, I'm not. Let me say this: that I'm not surprised that what I'm saying might upset people. Now, if you just look, all of the studies that people who say they're white do on black people, the black system, studying the black system.
There's something on. I don't know why that's on, King.
I mean, the literature is just packed.
Can you hear me, Slim?
I can hear you, but there's something else coming out.
Nation.
What should I do? Call you back, brother?
That's one person.
Yeah.
On the line?
Yeah,
but I don't know. There's something on in the studio, but
behavior.
I've turned off everything.
Put your idea out there so that you can
Shall I
explain
call
this
back in
very
5, 10 minutes
considerable.
Yeah. Call back in about 5 minutes. Engineer.
Get the majority of the white community to agree that the majority of the white community is engaging in it.
But wait a minute, let me say this. See, I'm not here complaining about what people classify themselves as white. I made an analysis. I said that basically I see that people classify themselves
I don't turn it off.
genetically. And I am not saying you cannot do that. But I want to say what it is, and I really advocate that non-white people on the planet stop expecting for white people to commit.
I think the engineer is dealing with it now. Yeah. I'll give thanks. Yeah. Give thanks. Yeah. All right. Give thanks. Yeah. Thank you, engineer. Can you get back up the phone for me now? Because the phone's gone now. Yeah, the phone's gone. Could you get that up for me, please, engineer? Give thanks. Get back up the phone for me, please. Yeah, you're in tune to New Brainform People's Talk Show live here on GalaxyFreeway.com, the only de-brainwashing station in this version. And I'm live on Facebook. So if you go on Facebook, Kwaku Bonso or Nubian Forum, People's Talk Show, and I'm live. Yeah, my record it live. So I got you. You know, see it. Yeah, so the number is 0207 193 0174 or +44. Yeah, and then Yeah, engineers working on it. But the maths doesn't add up. Why the engineers getting that up for me? The maths doesn't add up, people. And what I said at the top of the top of the hour was that something that they said that if we wash our hands for 28 seconds, it can kill the bacteria, has got the whole planet locked down. Does it mean the whole planet just nasty? Dirty no wash? How is that? Can a doctor or somebody explain that to me? How is it that something that you can kill with soap and water, you're there looking vaccine for it? Why don't you use the soap and water vaccine? So maybe what Trump said weren't really stupid, really. When you really check it. Now, you know, I ain't no support of him, but I'm just thinking about it. Something that you can kill with soap and water. Soap and water. Think about it. Something that you can kill with soap. Remember, AIDS didn't have the planet locked down. This thing's got it. And you couldn't kill AIDS with soap and water. HIV, you couldn't kill that with soap and water. No washing your hands, or wash your penis, or your vagina, and all them something there with soap and water. You have to go get certain things. Gonorrhea, syphilis, all them kind of disease there. You couldn't kill them with soap and water, and it never have the planet and lockdown. So, something where you can kill with soap and water have the planet on a lockdown. So something don't make sense. Am I stupid? Help me. AIDS. Alright, let's do the recent one before this. Ebola. Never have. Was dangerous. You see them with the mask and everything on, and them do all kind of thing, then my bun body and all them something there. Never have the planet on lockdown. But this is something, and you could, the Ebola you can't kill with soap and water. You can't kill Ebola with soap and water. You can't kill Ebola with soap and water. You can't kill gonorrhea with soap and water. Syphilis with soap and water. Herpes, you can't kill it with soap and water. Yeah? Ebola you can't kill with soap and water. But it never have the planet on lockdown. But this year disease, supposed COVID-19, wash your hands for 28 seconds, use some sanitizer and them thing, they buff them, keep it at bay. But this thing you have the whole planet on lockdown. The maths don't add up. 1 and 1 ain't making 2. It's making 11. Think about it. Think about it. Yeah, I think the phone line back up now. You can call in 02. If you're abroad, it's +44 and drop the 0 207 193 0174. The maths don't add up. I don't care what anybody wants to say. The maths, or maybe it's something different than what they're saying it is. How about that? Eh? Outer unknown caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Connect from London.
Connects?
Yes.
Yeah, go through Connects. Where you call from? What area?
London.
London, alright, go on now.
Central. Yeah, rise up king, piercing and penetrating truth as always, man. Yes, sir, for them, full well, where them sickness, them do their evilness, and their wickedness, to bypass the fact that they continue to make it worse for we, so they're proper devils, you know what I mean? And we already know this, established this, so war has to really break out anytime soon, And also, what if you could tell me the link for the Facebook Live, Prophet Family, and also, because I must have missed it, and also I'm trying to deal with my new SIM card just now. I just received it, so I can call you on a normal number, and I'm thinking that. So yeah, like I was saying, everything you're saying resonated with me on the highest vibration, And people them, please keep it clear and concise to, Prophet Kwaku, because he's talking the truth, So big up. And I have more to say, but for now, just keep it flowing and, just keep it rising, and then I'll call later.
I'll ask you a question, King. Did you ever contemplate that scenario, that something that you can wash for 28 seconds with soap and water, them say?
Yeah.
Or is it does have the whole place on the lockdown and a murder and a kill off people? Yet all these other things that you couldn't wash with soap and water, never.
You see the answer's there, And I would, what my response is, Kwaku, because someone asked me this already, and they said, "Wonder what's next? Guinness virus, or Budweiser virus, or Cronenberg virus?" Because it's just silly. Because when something is too silly, you suss it out. But the thing is, I think we're trying to suss out a certain answer. But I think the answer lies right there in their trap, in them lives. Because you can't, wash your hands for 28. Some, like you said, if you overdo something, it's overdue. It's not good, not really. So I think that's where the truth is. It lies right there. The vaccination is just a trap to keep people, the immune system down, to keep the fear up, and to do everything in their power, while they have the power, because Jah Almighty, is the final say. So that's really it, So bigger, the Creator, the Supreme One,
Well, when them come with the vaccine, I'm telling everybody, say to them, no, I'm washing my hand for 28 seconds. So I'm nice. I don't need no vaccine. You understand? I said that's up to people. Say, well, no, but what are you talking about? You said soap and water can kill it. So why do I need to get a vaccine?
Yeah.
And then it's our community that want to come give it first.
Mm-hmm.
And soon them come and tell you, so you can't travel unless you've had a vaccination. And it's all a control thing.
Yes.
It's all a control thing, King. It's all a control thing. Of
course it is, King, man. And I'm when you just know the truth, but it's just burning inside you to release the truth to people.
And one of the deceiving things about these. Oh, sorry, beloved. You're saying, sorry, my apologies.
Sorry, brother. Sorry to cut you as well. I was just saying, when it's burning inside you, that pure truth. The Father and things. So it's just like, I'm just trying to get it correct. I'm getting it more and more correct as I learn more research more about it. Because they're doing a good job in hiding that information to a point where it's almost, I wouldn't say it's unreachable, Kwaku, but it's almost like, too far-fetched for some. That isn't got the, whatever, the A-B schisms about going about and fetching that information, Well, If that makes sense, so.
Yeah, my brother. Sometimes the truth, but you can't prove it.
That's
and this is how the C is. If you can't prove it, then it ain't true. But we know it's true. I know on a steer. No. I'm wicked. No.
It's just explosion, It's just like an explosion has to come out. The truth has to come out. It will come out. Because that force there can't beat that force. No force can beat that force, my brother. None. Because like you said, the one at the beginning of your show, you mentioned the one greater than us,
Yeah.
In control. Yeah, man. He planted that in us. So we can't be wrong.
That's right.
We can't be. We cannot. It's impossible.
How many times? All right. Just to prove my theory. Just to prove my theory. I haven't got the physical evidence to prove what they're doing. I just know it within myself.
Yeah.
And to prove my theory, how many times, and I'm sure this happened to everybody, well, certain people, but I know most people it happened to. Your spirit tell you don't do something, like your spirit tell you don't go that way, but you go that way and then you end up in a car accident or something, say you don't do this or don't do that, and then something happens. And then you say, boy, my mind, it tell me don't do that,
Yeah, enough time.
Right. Because it's in ourselves, we got that, but because we're removed from our natural modality, we can't harness that nature that resides within us, that warns us. You understand what I'm saying to you?
And our connection and our intuition with the spiritual realm. You know.
You understand? Sometimes you say, boy, my mind I tell a man say, come up say, nah, my mind I tell me not for going away, no rude boy. I'm now going on. Yeah, I'm cooler. Just hold on until the brother finish, please. Yeah, thanks. I've got another caller, brother. You got anything else you want to say?
That's it, you know, my brother. I'll land there. Let the next caller come in, you know.
All right, then give thanks to my brother, Otep. Good. Yeah, Otep caller. What's the name where you calling from? Next caller.
Children, don't forget your culture. Naughty dread. 'Cause the battle's gonna get hotter. A naughty dread now. You get me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Naughty dread. Bongo, Congo, bongo, I. Naughty. Yeah, remember that tune there.
Again for them, so them get it. Sing it again. Children, get your culture. Naughty dread. 'Cause the battle's gonna get hotter.
And all the music wound us, you know.
Bruv, if they were paying attention, bruv, if they were really paying attention, them time them a move, them high as a kite and drunk as a skunk, and them a move to the left and a move to the right, but them not pay attention, bruv. They're not paying attention, man. They were warning us from day one, bruv. They were warning us and telling us. Many, he said, what him said? How long are we going to watch our prophets? So how long are we going to stand aside and look and watch the prophets get killed? Bruv, come on, man. Come on. Nothing new under the sun, bro. They've been telling us from day one, but we ain't been paying attention, my brother.
Well, some of us has been paying attention, but unfortunately, they take us out. I got a WhatsApp here. It says, I've noticed over the years that during exam season, the police intensify their stop and search of our youths on the way to school, trying to sabotage them. So this is somebody that's observed this kind of phenomenon and notice that every time when it's around exam period, them start to stop and search the youth, them and all them something there, you know, harassing them.
Yeah, again, bro, nothing new under the sun there, bro. My dad come to this country from Jamaica. I heard all them stories, bro. My dad first came here, he went to Brixton, they was in Brixton and they moved out to East London, Forest Gate first. I heard all these stories. My dad go to school, he had to run home from school every night, bro. What are you talking about? My dad told me he had to run like Kunta Kinte home to get home, bro. Because in East London was mainly white man. And he had to run for his life. And then when they get bigger now, he told me, they didn't really play with my dad's bigger brother so much. You understand? But sooner or later, in my dad's own words, he became a bit street. So, bro, this is not new. And when I went to school, I can remember standing outside a friend's house in school uniform. And he's real down all of a sudden, SPG van, tell us to get.
Yeah, you remember the SPG van, them?
Bro, I told him straight, bro, I ain't getting in your van. I see the rest of them. There's about 5 of us. One of them I started. I said, where you going? I said, tell them to move them. I ain't getting in your van, bro. Oh, well, you're the mouthy one, are ya? You're the mouthy one. I said, yeah, bro. I ain't getting in your van. Because I know me and you are going to have to fight to get me in that van. Because I ain't getting in there. All of them got in the van, you know. Except me. And I'm standing there thinking, my good God. I'm saying to myself, why are you getting in the van? Don't let them intimidate you like that. You understand? Bro, it's nothing new under the sun, bro. This has been going on for a long time. Long time, my brother. Long times. But what the question is, what we can do about it? That's what matters, bro. We can be talking from now till kingdom come, just constantly repeating what's going on. We've been knowing. My dad told me that's from the flip.
I'll tell you what, Paul, what I can say is happening. It's not like before. Especially with this generation here, they're not having it. Believe they're not having it. They're not having it, yeah, and it's going to get sticky. And it is getting sticky. I saw a video. I watched it yesterday. It was a video. It was in the United States, and what it was a brother standing up there with a high-powered rifle. You know, one of them. I think it was I don't know if it was a SLR. One of them gun there. Plus him have him sidearms upon him. And what it was some Confederate man them was intimidating some black woman them. And the girl them made a call. And the man them come down with their things. Yeah? And so what happened is the news reporters them now, the television news them then come now and filming them with their arms and saying to them, why have you why you branding your arm? The guy said, listen, this is a state that you can show your arms. Why are you coming down here to film when we're responding? Why wasn't you here when they were intimidating our sisters? Yeah? Well, what we're saying to you now, that ain't happening no more. Man is armed, yeah, and man is here. So if a man want to come now and test, they can come. Because that intimidating thing ain't happening no more. This is recently in the United States. You understand? Now they're going to change. Now you hear them talking about gun laws again and things. Because anytime black people start to exercise their supposed rights under one of the amendments, them, yeah, they start talking about changing it. Because this is what they do. They change the goalposts to suit themselves. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people, things ain't going to be the same again. It's either they're going to have to change or it's going to get worse. And there's going to be civil unrest. It's as simple as that. I think the call has gone.
Hello?
Oh, you still there, P?
Yeah, I listen intensively, my brother.
Yeah.
I listen intensively.
You see what's happening in Hong Kong and all these different places, all in India. Because the police, them wherever they are bullies. It's like they get into this uniform and they have a metamorphosis. They change. And all them want to do is kill people.
You know what, brother? Yeah, I hear you, brother. I really do hear you. Have you seen that video with the Huey Newton Gun Club? A spokesman from the
I saw a glimpse of it, but I haven't had the time to kind of watch it.
Yeah.
You get so much videos, Paul. I don't get the opportunity to watch them, to tell you the God truth.
Okay.
Because I'm doing more reading now than watching these things. I'm doing more reading now. I started reading again. You know?
Hello? Yeah. I mean, reading is paramount. You got to read, man. But this video in particular, from this, let's call him commander in the Huey Newton Gun Club.
Okay.
A warning. He's saying that on the 4th of July, he's had intel.
I've heard about that. But, sorry, Paul. Sorry to cut you, beloved, but I heard that. But go on, inform the people about it.
Yeah, it's a video. He made a video, right, on Facebook, and he's putting out an alert, and he says it's a very, very serious alert, and he's had serious intel, and he says that some right-wing fascist groups in America are preparing for a grand attack on the 4th of July against black people. And he says this is not, in his own words, for those who've seen it, he says this is not a conspiracy theory. They call themselves the Huey Newton Gun Club. Anyone can go online, go on Facebook and have a look. And they believed in armed defence. That's what they believe. That's what they practice and believe in. And he's telling the people, look, this is not a joke. That's the information he's received. So anyway, that's the reality of our position. But the truth of the matter, in this country, the way I see it, to be honest with you, bro, I spent a lot of time there fighting up and down the country. I used to do martial arts. I used to do full contact fighting all up and down the country. And for me personally, I know 100% some of these white boys can fight like hell. I'm just saying the truth, bro. They can fight like hell. And in order for us to get to that level, we had to run every morning, bro. We had to spar. We had to fight against people who were capable. We had to get ourselves ready, bro. And still they could fight like hell. And for me personally, knee-jerk reaction ain't fighting. Just flinging stones and things. That ain't no fighting, because if a man wants to stop you, really, he just starve you out for a few days. And I know most of these people can't even go without food for 1 day, let alone 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. just cut off your food supply for a while and box you in. And I don't think most of them have got the discipline for that. Their belly will start licking them, they want to eat, bruv. And the other thing is to be able to run. How far can they run? Can they run for an hour? Can they run for 2 hours? Bruv, this is not a joke, man. You know what I mean? And what weapons can they use? What, you think it's just putting that knife? Do you know a man can disarm that knife? And if he disarms that knife, he's going to take your life. There are people out there who can do these things, yeah? So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but there are black people that can do that too. Yeah. There are a lot of highly trained black people out there. Don't make no means about it. You know?
There's not enough, bro. We're totally out.
No.
Let me show you.
Paul, look.
Let me show you.
I don't know if there's. You can't make a statement like that there's not enough.
I can.
How do you know there's not enough?
100%. Let me tell you how I know, bro. There's about 2 million of us, right? Most of us are concentrated in the city. If you wanted to get them shut down, you just shut off the M25, bro, and you're locked down. And shut off the food supply. Come on, man, wake up, brother. Come on.
Yeah. So hold on a minute. So hold on. I'm going with your theory. So if that's the case, what do you suggest we do then?
I suggest we wake up and start organising ourselves effectively. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what we've been speaking to our people about for years. That's why we're on this station. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get our people to organise themselves.
So, Prof, I know that, and I'm 100% with you. But the thing is, like I said in the beginning, they're not paying attention, bro. They're not paying attention. They're not really paying attention. I watch them, bro. I watch the behaviour, the bad man. They think that's not, bro. That is not. That is nothing, bro. Look, some of these brothers, I watch them. Yeah, watch them. Yeah, with all the testosterone, right? I'm just a simple move to shut them down. Just cut off their food supply, their water for a few days, man.
Yeah, but I suppose that's with. I suppose. Yeah, but P. Now P. I suppose that would be with the majority of people in the country. Not just us.
No, the point I'm trying to make.
If they're gonna shut off our food supply, they've got to shut off their own people's food supply. Because we're not in no one designated area. We're all amongst them.
Let me give you another example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, how much we are sleeping. You know this situation which happened in Serbia not so long ago when the man there, Milosevic, was killing off the Muslims. Yeah, remember? That's about 1989, 1990. Yeah. You know how many Muslim men, yeah, even from my own school, went to learn to fight and got involved in that war? Now, ask yourself a question. How many of these back then have gotten involved in any war situation?
Probably some of the Muslim men that were black Muslims as well.
Yeah, they were. Some of them were.
Well, this is what I'm trying to say.
Definitely, but they don't fight for black people, they fight for Islam, bro.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is that.
So what does that tell you then, P? That there's something psychologically wrong with our people, that we will go and fight for other people. Don't look like that, but because we share the same religious belief. But somebody that looks like you can actually look at them and think, yeah, what, I'm the same as them people, but no, me not got this because them are no Muslim. Or them are no Christian, or them are no this, or them are no that. So it's quite clear that there's a psychological block on black people looking out for black people.
No, I absolutely agree with you.
So maybe this George Floyd thing was a good thing, on one sense, because it's forced a lot of black people, especially in the United States of America, to actually wake up and think, oh, hold on a second, I've been killing a brother down the road, like, you know what I mean, for this and that, and them is on them thing there. I got to stop this. I got to train my energy somewhere else.
Brother, if that was the case here, all right, I know that's not the case. For instance, I know in Chicago, I know this 100%. In Chicago, where Louis Farrakhan comes from, yeah, where Obama comes from, where all them big shots come from, There was, during this period, there was about, you remember at one stage, there was something like 30, 40 shootings a day, 50 shootings a day. And over this period, there's been about 500 shootings. But this ain't stopped, bro. This is them killing off one another. This ain't stopped. They ain't stopped. They ain't thought, oh, well, we got to come together. No, bro, they're still at it. And that's the reality of this, our situation, man. Now, I'm not saying because I listen to you know, the one who got murdered in the Black Panthers, his son, he talks a lot. He works in Chicago there. What's the brother's name now? You know the guy who got assassinated in the Black Panthers there? Huey Newton.
No, it wasn't you Newton. It was the other guy. What's the guy name now? He was the one with the beard. Dark guy. He kind of had a look like Malcolm X.
Young guy, young one. Ah, man, what's his name? His name's going out of my head now. I forget his name. But his son speaks on radio a lot, right? And he's on the street and he's a youth worker. He worked with the gangs and everything, and he tells you some mad. When you listen to him, you know, I'm not saying because he talks about guns being planted in the areas, like people being set up, you know what I mean? And but the war thing ain't stopped, bro. It ain't stopped. So the bottom line, even coming back to this country, coming back here, right? Do you remember, right, the last time this situation kicked off and they had riots all over the place, One thing I saw, what was very worrying to me, is they showed on telly groups coming out of Thamesmead and all those areas, and they were how rapidly they grouped up and came together, and they showed it on the news, And I was thinking to myself, no one's really watching what's going on here, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that to defend ourselves, we've got to be organised, man. We've got to have a plan of escape, bro. And if you're going to fight, you still have to have a plan of escape. And we're just not that organised for that.
Well, sometimes, you know, P, you know, sometimes you have to be a camera. Sometimes some kamikaze thing have to go on. Some martyrdom thing have to go on. And sometimes that's the way I have to go on, because the people them that's got the skill to organise us in that fashion, they work for the enemy.
Absolutely, but some of them, not all of them, but some of them should be doing certain things, and they're not. They're just not doing it.
Well, the thing about it is this: you can't, you know, maybe they are, but they're not going to come on radio and say this is what we're doing. That'd be silly, wouldn't it?
Well, let's just say, for the sake of argument, some people pay attention to lots of things. Man.
Well, you know what, P? I kind of differ slightly from you, in that I have belief in my people that we will rise, and I don't do that on some mysticism thing. I do that when I watch the evidence of our situation prior to the situation we find ourselves in. I always say, and I use that slogan, history is best qualified to reward our research. We have been in worse situation than this, like totally downtrodden, and we rise up, we organize, and we get the shackles off of it, and we get some autonomy. We're not free, but we have autonomy to a degree. You understand me? So I know we can do it. I know the capability is there to be done. I have no fear of that. None. I know that when we're standing together on the battlefield, we can defeat any army. Any.
Wow.
I know that.
No, I hear you, brother, but we do differ there. We totally different.
Because one thing with me, you know, once me know there's another black man there and him ready for deal with the thing, you know. It could be 100 of them, you know. Long as me know him dead and him ready, me and him go on in night. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. But we're going to take out a few of them. So it go.
No, I hear you. But you know, in reality, these people don't fight like that. They don't fight like that, bro. They don't fight like that in the open like that. They just don't do that, bro. How you think they meant?
You mean they don't fight like that? So what you think? What you think that George Floyd thing was all about then? What do you think about all these different videos that's been running around? Man pan motorway, a tom black woman, big old strapping man, a tom the woman like she a man, body slamming our children, fire, tears, a gun. Where do you think that they're doing that in the open, rude boy? What are you talking about? The man they do it, you know. I know the back door, they might do it, you know. They might do it out in the open in front of people.
Calm down.
Papa, this has been going on, right?
Them for pop off some of them that them for do.
Hold on a minute. this George Floyd thing, right? There's two things going on here for me. Yeah. One, I think that this whole thing was a setup. That's one. I think it's just a setup to agitate people, and Antifa and Black Lives Matter and George Soros. This is all a promotion, and it's nothing to do with black people. It's to do with political. It's to do with Hillary Clinton getting in power and taking this Donald Hitler, Mussolini, Trump out of power. It's all politics, and they're playing us. I think George Floyd, either it didn't really happen, and they set it up like they set up the Twin Towers, like they brought down the Twin Towers in front of people and had people jump out of it. And for me, if they could do that, they could do anything, bruv. So I don't really follow these Hollywood gimmicks they put up. And if it was real, right, it was a setup to agitate us into and use us like they've always used us. And the other thing is, right, this thing with George Floyd, right, this has been going on constantly, weekly, from day one. If you tune into any of the American radio stations, I hear how they tied a black man to the back of an open van pickup and dragged him for about a mile. Not one thing on the news, nothing. And there was pictures of that and everything, bro. This has been going on constantly, and they've done nothing about it. So I hear what now? I just think we're being played, right? Because they know...
So, stop there. All right. So we're being played. What do you suggest we do then? We're being played.
Well...
ignore it and just go work and just go home and just go to the rave and the dance and just enjoy yourself like nothing now go on. Like there ain't some truth in some of that.
I think, right, Marcus Garvey said this. He said, once you know your back's up against the wall, but you know the problem is, as I see it, right, they don't know their back's up against the wall. They haven't got a clue where they're at. They're in the dum-dum zone. That's where they're at, bruv. They're in the dum-dum zone. And I tell you what, right, they haven't got a chance in hell. This man's got an organised rotted army fighting...
So hold on, Paul. One second, Pete. Paul, 1 second.
Wake up.
Paul, 1 second.
Can I come in?
Yeah, no, hold on a second, caller. There's something I just want to ask Paul. Paul, you used the word, they don't have a chance. So you're not involved in it? You separate from all the way?
Listen, no, I don't. Listen, look, Prof. Look. If I had it in my blood, yeah, that we had that mindset to organize and that we had that discipline, I know we'd have our chance. You know, to fight a war, you have that discipline, bro. I don't see it. I just see bad man talk and all pride. That ain't gonna win no fight, bro. You have to be fit to win a fight, bro. You have to be healthy. You have to be able to do 20 steps. You have to be able to run for a mile. You have to be able to go. Bro, come on, man. Wait, bro. I ain't in no Hollywood movie, bro. I'm in reality. And you're going to get whacked off the floor, bro. So we better organize ourselves. And we're not organizing. We're not doing it.
Yeah, but Paul, 1 second. So why you not organize we then? Cause you say you like for call and tell people now. So and use a man, you know, you have them skills. You have them skills, martial arts and.
Let me tell you something. I spent.
Because if you said to me, come Kwaku, me go train you, me come with you, you know.
Brother, let me tell you the honest truth, yeah. Brother, my honest truth, I spent most of my life, from 8 years old, in the gym. I've spent most of my life, yeah.
Paul, listen, I hear that all the time. Every show you call, you say the same thing. What I want to know from you...
I'm going to say it again so you get it, right? So you get it.
No, P, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. I don't need to hear that because I've heard you say that before, beloved. What I want to... No, hold on a second.
That's the problem.
What I want to know, are you willing to train us and show we how to do it? And that may I ask you. Because you say, we're not ready, and this and that, and we feel lie down, and then them are going to lock off this. I don't want to hear that, rude boy. I don't want to hear none of that. What I want to hear, now listen to what I'm saying to you, King.
No, you listen to what I'm saying, bro.
No, Paul, I don't have to listen to what you're saying. You have to listen to me now. Because every time you call up, you depend on some bully boy things. I'm going to love that rude boy. It's like you want bully after all with people them and cry down black people. Upliftment me I deal with. Next caller, give thanks.
Talking a lot of rubbish, he's not ready. You're not ready. That's the problem.
Then train me now. Train me. May I ask you to train me? Since you have all the answers, you train that me want you to do. Get a group away.
Calm down.
Get a group of us and train we.
Let me just say this one thing to you, brother. You know, and I don't need to say it, you know, right? Between me and you know, you call a man and that man had your back, brother. You know that, and that's how it works, bro. I don't need to tell anybody, but you know it. You call a man, and that man had your back. Nobody had to know. That's how it works, bro. And you know that 100,000,000%. Yeah, you know that.
I mean, listen. To fight a war, you don't need one man to have your back. You need a group of man, them, and woman. So when me I said to you, right, the martial artist, the trainer from 8 years old, set a program, and me and the Galaxy man, them will come down on your program and train we, fit we up.
I tell you this, I'm at a gym 3 days a week. Yeah, I'll give you the address. You can go.
Nah, come on, no gym. Come in no posing business. I want to go up on the field.
Nah, 3 days a week, I'm there. You can come down there.
No, I no gym business, Rasta. We can gym in my yard.
What do you want me to do?
I no gym business. I no gym business. I go to the gym and everybody a pose off with them testosterone thing. Anyway, let me take the next caller, Paul. Give thanks, yeah?
I'm at cage fighting gym. You can come there any time you.
Yeah, let me get the next caller, Paul. Give thanks, yeah? Give thanks.
Cool, stay on the line. Don't.
Yeah, next caller. Your time.
Yeah,
No, brother Akram, hold on.
Okay. Well, Kwaku, Brother Jeff, straight black pride, straight African pride to you and the Galaxy family. How are you, sir? Hope you've calmed down a bit now.
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Just to tell people, you can catch me live on the Facebook. Yeah, the link is Kwaku Bonso, our Nubian Forum. Yeah, go on.
Thank you, sir. I'll keep it short because I'll let Afan come through when he's ready. Yeah, Brother Kwaku, you and Paul having a banter about the brother that was killed in America. You've heard of Fred Hampton, brother that was killed in his sleep, who was set up by a man called William O'Neill, who set him up. That's how you refer to Fred Hampton. That's the one that was killed in his sleep by the police. I think it was New York, 1971, I think it was, or 68. No, 69. With a young man, he was at the time 21 years old, Fred Hampton. That's the guy you refer to. The guy that's killed in his sleep. Who was the guy was.
Okay, yes, Fred. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks for that information.
Yeah, thank you. Help me. The one hand, help each other, brethren. Yeah. I mean, I was you and Paul saying because obviously you're both correct. Because what Paul said, or you're saying, the decades we've been trying to allow the people, but most are not listening. So the point you're making probably quick about about vaccinations, which could be mandatory. If a vaccination is a rule, then perhaps they'll do it because for decades now people have been warning them, yourselves, Paul, myself, Galaxy for decades, and most of them aren't listening. So as Garvey said, when the vaccination rule perhaps they'll be the catalyst for us to wake up. Who knows? I mean, because as Paul could have said, we're not listening. Most of us aren't listening. They see us as doommongers, and we're just warners. So
you know, my theory is.
Yes, sir.
Most of our generals and the people that can do what they're doing for us are working for the enemy. That's what's wrong. Yeah, you can't organize a people if you don't have the skill to do it. And the techniques and all these, these covert things that they do, the little spy business and all them something there. Most of them are working for them. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's why they can pick us off so easy. But I'm not having that defeatist attitude that we can't do this and that, because I know that I'm standing here or I'm sitting here. And many of us who's watching on the Facebook, who's listening and via the internet, etc. If it wasn't for those ancestors who didn't believe in that mentality, we can't defeat them because they got all the cannons and they got all the guns and they got all the this and that. How are we going to defeat them? All we got is machete. Yeah? You told the Africans that defeated the greatest army in the world at that time, the superpower. Napoleon's army in 1791 when them rise up against them. You told them go back, go tell them so them couldn't defeat them. Yeah, hold on, caller. Just
greetings,
yeah, hold on, just hold on. Wait till the other person done. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on, carry on, King.
Yeah, quick. I mean, actually, what you're saying, my king. Not armies, armies, plural. Not army, armies. Napoleon. English and the Spanish, not just Napoleon, all three of them outside the men's powers.
Yeah, yes, the Spanish, the British, and the French.
Hold
on there. The other caller, them, can you put your phone on mute because it's coming through while the person is speaking, and then when I call you, just come in, yeah?
I'll keep it short. I'm going to call back Benjamin at 12 o'clock. When is it? 12 o'clock, is that correct? 12 o'clock.
Well, if people call in and they want to rap, me go and chat, you know.
Well, Benjamin, I mean, I know, Paul's not being accused. I mean, you're both correct. But what we're saying is that we're realistic. The people that white are the minority. Us, the 1%. I may not be negative, but people that are conscious are very, very, very small. But they won't remain that way. All
right, then. I tell you what, can you land, King? Because we've got 3 people in here. I got a call from Ghana.
Kwaku got me gone. Best of luck. Take it. Best of luck.
Yeah. Callers, let me just take this quick call from Ghana. Yeah, the Ghana call come through now.
No, this is not from Ghana, you know.
So it's 2 or 3 then.
No, this is not from Ghana, man. This is from England.
Yeah.
Can I just make two quick comments?
Yeah, 2 quick comments. Go on.
Just 2 quick comments here. Boris Johnson's inviting 3 million people into the country here. From Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these people are in close proximity to the virus. What's going on?
That's a good observation. Next one.
And one last quick thing here. Women in flip-flops and straw hats here went to war in Vietnam. So we can't be defeaters. Women in flip-flops and straw hats.
That's right, King.
All right, I've gone, yeah?
All right, big up. Next caller. Brother Akram.
Yeah. Okay, I can't know.
No, hold on. Brother Akram was before you. Hold on.
All right.
Who's that, car, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hold on. Brother Akram, go on first. Brother Akram, go on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, greetings, my brother. Greetings. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, you know. I'm good when I'm talking to my family, you know.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, you know, I've been listening to many of the debates, and you know, you're right on song. You know, the problem is too many of us. I don't know why we seem to have this fear of these white people. That you know, this fear that we have. I just don't understand where it's coming from or why we have it. You know, because to me, as you rightly said, I mean, the Somalians defeated them, the Ethiopians defeated them, the Haitians defeated them. So, you know, we have had battles with them for years, and we have defeated them. So why do we think that we cannot do anything? As you rightly said, part of the problem that we have is the people in the house, and we have to start working on dealing with those people in the house, because they're more dangerous to us than those other people. We can see them and we can identify them, but the ones in the house, it's very difficult to identify them.
I saw a clip. Brother Akram, I saw a video clip of some police them in the United States arresting a brother. The brother wasn't even resisting, and the person that gave him the worst kicking was the black man, you know. The black man, you know.
Well,
that little slave mentality that, you know, I want to prove to my wife
that we're facing, my
officers, that, you know, not because he's black, I'm going to give him any special treatment.
Because, you see, one of the things is, right, you name quite a few of the diseases that has gone out there, right? And I know about this thing for years, long before many other people know about it. But I know about this thing, right, of what's been happening in South Africa, right? Over 20-something years ago, I had a documentary about it, right? And the fact is, what upsets me is, I have truth and reconciliation, and this man is still walking around today, walking around as if nothing has happened, after killing so many black people from the laboratory. Because why? He's white, and the whites support him. They you know, nobody. I don't even understand how our people can feel comfortable walking down the street and see this man in front of them after killing so many.
This is the thing. This is the thing. You know, them get bail and them a walk up and down and them nice and all them something. I mean, Paul had a theory that, and that's a theory that's been going around, that it probably was staged or whatever this. But you know, whether it was staged or not, I think it's at the adverse effect. I don't think that how it's developed is the way they wanted it to develop. It might be an aspect of it, but it ain't the total of what it is.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I agree with you on that point. Because why? Whether you stage or whatever it is, as you rightly say, you know, because I'm at home, I'm watching programs here. And the amount of different white groups, even from the Philippines, I think I sent you something there from the Philippines. Even the Philippines is saying, look, you know, over 100 years ago, there was black people fighting for us to help liberate us from these people. You know? I mean, it's all coming out. It's coming out of the woods of our, benefits to the society and what we have been going through and what we have done. You know?
All in there, brother Akram. I just want to get the number right. The text number and the WhatsApp number, if you want to send in a message or comment, is if you're abroad +44 and then you drop the 0. If you're here, is 073 77 920703. I repeat, 073 77 920703. And if you want to call and interact, you know, give a comment and things like that, it's +44 if you're abroad. Then you drop the 0. But if you're here, is 0207 193 0174. And the text reads, excellent show. Greetings, Brother Kwaku. Excellent show. Good reasoning. In response to the male bully who should study thoroughly, the right excellent Marcus Messiah Garvey said, if you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you have started. What a beautiful quotation. Yeah. And then other WhatsApp reads, big up Brother Paul and Prophet Kwaku. With Paul's martial arts and Kwaku's ability to galvanize black prison inmates, we could start a new UK Black Panther Party. If religion got black people in headlock, we should start our own Mahat religion to inspire blacks to get the fighting spirit, just like the Muslims. Ashay. Yeah.
Well, well, you know, I agree with you. I mean, as I said many years ago, when I was a young man, I went into karate and other things like that. I mean, like lots of us, it was around the thing then. And one of the things that I said about the situation with the Chinese coming on the front, whether it was true or not, but the point is that was my theory, right? You see, what they did was they sent out Bruce Lee or the Drunken Master and all of that sort of thing, right? And they make sure that they let the world know, you mess with us Chinese, right? You may see me as very simple, but you don't know whether that man is going to be springing up and give you 2 chop and you're down, right? Okay.
I don't think that they sent Bruce Lee nowhere. Bruce Lee did his own thing and they got rid of him. But Brother Akram, can you land, because there's about 4 people waiting, you know. So yeah. But as I say, it was just my thing, because you see, what I'm saying is that the Chinese man walk the road. You don't see nobody giving him any problem. No, you don't.
You know, psychologically, that is the mindset, isn't it?
But you know why that is, though, isn't it?
Well, yes, of course. You see,
because in the 60s, they raided Chinatown, innit? And them they kill a couple of Chinese. It's in the 60s, you know. And I think it was Mao Zedong or one of them man there. Arrest all the English people them in in China and line them up on the China wall. And say if them trouble another Chinese man in China and they kill everybody out there. That's the last time them ever do anything like that. And now, I think their foreign secretary warned Britain to stay out of our business. In essence, what they were saying, this ain't like the Boxer Revolution where you, the Dutch, the British, the French, the Americans, and all of you were down here, the Russians taking the pee out of China. Yeah, and we had to lease you Hong Kong. Them days are over now, we're ready. So just don't run up your mouth as we'll slap you up. Because Britain can't fight China.
Well, no, exactly.
That's it.
I mean,
not that I'm bigging up the Chinese too, you know, because I got issues with them too. But I'm just making a point. But Brother Akram, I got to let you go, you know, because...
Yeah, but just one more thing. But you see, but you have to have a balance. Because had they not been there, the West would just walk over everybody. But because they're there, you know what I mean, they can't really do it because they might think, well, if they do that to this body and that body, then they don't know that the Chinese were coming. And the Chinese is a force. The Chinese is waiting for them. So we do need a balance because you can't just have one superpower in the world, you see. So it is a good thing that they are there, whether we like them or not. But it's a good thing that they're there because it stops these people from doing the things exactly as they want to do it.
Right, give thanks, Brother Akram.
So, yeah, okay, I'll probably call you later again.
Yeah, Cobra, go on.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's just a quick one, man. Greetings are the most, man. I share. You don't
yeah.
Man, wonderful show, and educates the black people and the whole world. I love it. And what we like to say now is that, you know, we're going through a Babylon, Gideon war. So I encourage the whole people in Babylon, Gideon war. We have to come against it. And regarding to Paul's speech, Paul always come on the radio and say positive things, and I rate him for that. But this one, it's my granny 83, she passed away about 6 years ago, yeah. And I just want to tell you this little story, right? There was an incident with the police, and she hearing somebody like saying, murder. And there's one little 15, 16-year-old boy, about 3 police down, hold down the man's neck. And as soon as my granny bust the corner, I said, listen, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to arrest. No matter what the cause is, you're supposed to arrest. And this was about 6-7 years ago. And then the whole of the police, them get up and say, all right, then, sis, we're going to arrest him and put him in the meat wagon. Yeah, that's what you. That is the energy. You don't say, oh, you have to go gym, you have to do karate, you have to do all these things. The powers. Once all the black people come together and you say a speech, the ancestors then come upon you and give you the power to do these things and use your speech amongst them. Don't be afraid or scared. Ashe. Because listen, let me tell you something. When they come against us, they come as a bull and a team, just like a football team. You understand? I mean, prime example, right? I'm going to end it right now, Alan. Look at the situation what happened 2-3 days ago with the NFT and the whole of the boy, them at Leicester Square and Trafalgar Square and Parliament Square. How much of we was there and how much of there was there? Well,
yes.
Say nothing more. That's what I'm saying is the powers. And a lot of people are scared. A lot of black people are scared. A percentage of us are scared to do certain things, and this is why they're taking the power from us.
You know, Cobra. Before you go, I don't actually think that we're actually scared of them in per se. What a lot of our people are scared of is losing their liberty, going jail, being there for their children or anything happen to their children. They're not actually scared of them. They're just scared of the consequences if them stand up. You understand me I say? So it's not actually them afraid of, it's just that them know if them do this is going to happen to them. And that's what I think. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I still feel within myself that the whole of we come together will be so powerful because we already have the ancestor, them energy pan.
No, but I know that. Me not think. I mean that how we know. We just have to get. We just have to get there. But we're getting there, you know. We're getting. You know, we have our local pitfalls and our disagreements along the way, but we are getting there. We've done it before, and we can do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely, I have no doubts about that.
100%. All right, listen, I'm gonna just land with this. On the 4th of July, do remember Minister Farrakhan is going to be online, so make sure to check that out. That's going to be wonderful. You understand? It's going to be on Zoom as well, and all the social media platforms as well. Minister Farrakhan, the 4th of July. And also, Emancipation Day on the 1st of August. Mongo Measy, you have to tell them, man, Winworth Square, Brixton, going straight to Parliament Square and back. Yeah?
Definitely.
Mongo Measy. So we just...
Yeah, I was going to mention, I was going to mention that as well, you know. So I'm going to mention that. All right, give thanks, Cobra. Next caller.
Respect.
Next caller.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who the Burshak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Kwaku. I was gonna say this as well as information. Now, you know what's happened now, don't you, with Brexit situation, and it's deal with what you're talking about now. You see all the other articles that tell the police how to restrain someone unless they're a very big threat. Yeah. To talk to disabled, to talk to black people. This is all. We've also trained the police as well in how to deal with other people. But what's happened now is that what makes me scared is that police will do what they want to do, and emergency people, like the restraining ambulance, they will start to restrain people if they think that they show a threat. So even the tiny thing that you say, they will restrain and use and abuse their power, which is very, very scary for me. And plus...
Yeah, but Burshak, no disrespect, but...
I mean, this is the...
No, hold a second, because they're doing that already. They're doing that already, Burshak. They're doing that already. They've always abused... Where our people is concerned as African, they've always abused their power. They've never not abused their power. When I was a 15-year-old, they arrest me and took me to GLOs and tell lie upon me and take me a court and do me for sauce and tell lie say me thief woman handbag me put and take hand in our purse, take out our purse, take out the money and put the purse back. Them never have no woman, no nothing. And they did that to hundreds of us back then.
Right.
So I was 15. I remember one time we used to, in the 6-week holidays, there used to be a company called Unit Personnel and what's that one? Extra Man. And they used to give us work. They used to give young people work. So we used to work in the drinks factory, cake factory, fur factory, tire factory, tea factory, biscuit factory in the holidays. And when we'd finish, we'd go up to Crackers on a Friday. And I remember we got Crackers one Friday. It was about 15 then. And on our way back, 2 police vans fly down on us, drape us up and all. I never knew who they were, because it was plain clothes van. Drape and brace. So me rust the police boy and thump him. Yeah, cause I thought it was just a white man, innit? And they pick out their car, they drape us up and all them thing there. Had my brethren in the van. He's dead now, Wilburn. Yeah. Then they let us out the van and they said, where you coming from? Yeah, you stole money and things like that. But we had our wage slips. So they took our money, but they had to give us back our money. You know what the policeman said to us?
Be much, much worse.
Hold on a minute. The policeman said, if I see you lot at a bus stop longer than 3 minutes, I'm going to throw a couple of handbags on you. So they've been doing it. They've been doing it to our people ever since. They've never stopped doing it.
Much worse.
They killed my brethren Wayne Douglas.
Brexit.
They killed my brethren Brian Douglas.
I'm sorry.
They killed my cousin Cherry Gross. They killed Sean Rigg, Cynthia Jarrett, Mark Duggan.
Petition.
When have they ever stopped?
Kwaku, I signed that petition against, but please hear me out. Before I go, I'll say these 3 points, and I'll leave and I'll let other cause. I signed the petition against trade gross. I felt I've read the petition. I signed the Manganese petition as well because I know what's happening out there. I know what's going on out there. But with Brexit now, it's going to be 10 times, 55 times more worse because I'm scared now. And like now they want to talk about, private security firms. I heard this on the mainstream station that some areas, private security, not police, private security firms wanted to take over and patrol, but the Met Commissioner said he denied it. What private security firms are, they dress up like me and you, but they're like paramilitaries. So if you was to do anything, they shoot you in the knee, the kneecapping, which is terrible and painful. and they want to bring this into play. But apparently, allegedly, if I heard this right, on the main street, the Met Commissioner said, no, it's police taking patrol. So, and imagine now they're cutting down on police. So they want to make the private security firms patrol. And you know what happens when private firms patrol? They're not going to be like policemen. They're just going to go shoot you in the legs or shoot you in the knee and this and that. So to gear up for the future, because I believe that the future's not going to be good. And that's what I'm going to say. Bye, peace, I'm out. And if anyone has more information on that, then Brother Paul, you can call back in, or anyone can call back in and back up more information. Yeah? I'm gone. Bye, peace, I'm out.
Thank you,
Wait.
Otep.
Look, great show. Bye.
Thank you. Right, text read, yes, get Brother Paul to start the martial arts Galaxy Afawi School of Excellence. So, Paul, see, we'll call you out now, you know. So, them training where you're going, you know, we want some, mate. Yeah, confidence without action is posing. The saying, without confidence, you're twice defeated. Confidence alone is not enough and comes from discipline and purposeful action. Yeah, you know, look, the reality is this. Our back's against the wall, innit? So what we're going to do, give me something tangible to hold on to. What we're going to do? We're just going to lie down and take it? Nah, man, no, none of that, rude boy. Otep caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Otep, better see. Otep, you good?
Yes, sir. Who am I talk to?
Better see.
Brother T.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on through, Brother T.
Love the reasoning, man. Loving the show, man. Trust me. That's why we stay up the time here. Even though I have to get up early, but you know how you and one of the brother Paul addressed the thing. You know, very good. You know, we both from the chosen line. I like the way you address him, and I'm sure he love fighting. He will consider, you know, street fighting and you know instructing certain man that you know, and with them man like Derek Chisora, Dylan White, AJ Wilder, you know, some top brothers like us. I'm sure if he would take up the challenge with them. I wonder, you know, question: has he ever lost a fight? If you can call in, ever lost a fight?
It doesn't matter whether you lost a fight, because if you have enough fight, you must lose one.
You know, and what happened in Broccoli? Did they put up a fight with Brother Aston and them team?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Who put up a fight?
Brother Paul. I think Brother Paul.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
No?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
All right. Give thanks anyway.
Give thanks, my brother.
Bye.
Yeah, next caller.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, what's your name and where you calling from, sir?
Yes, Prophet. My heart blessings to you and to all the callers that came before. You know, my heart. You know, my says the blessings to all of you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But where you calling from, King? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
Okay.
London. Yes, yeah. I earlier heard your presentation, you know, around I think 9:00ish, but I had to go off and do something. So I don't know what transpired after that, but I'm just gonna pick up a few points on what's in your presentation. Okay. You know, you touched on the Chinese coming to England, right? Yeah, that's one of the.
No, I did not touch on it. It was a caller that mentioned it.
Okay. My mistake. Forgive me, please. Years ago, I used to hear this guy on the radio station. I think he was the presenter or caller. I don't know, but his name was Russ Ocean.
Russ Ocean, yeah, from Jamaica.
Yes. He used to speak a lot about the dragon and the beast. Do you know anything about that?
Say that again?
He used to speak about the dragon and the beast.
Yeah, he used to speak a lot about that, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what it's about?
No, I don't know nothing about it.
You don't know nothing about the dragon and the beast?
No.
Okay, because he used to speak extensively about that, you know. And the dragon is the Chinese, and the beast is the English, you know, the British. Right, these two empires are working together, you know, but they stage the world to fool everybody, you know. Because you touch on another point, you ask, have anybody noticed if there have been any changes around their area?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been, like, many years ago, gentrification of all the boroughs, you know, and they having this system called Mini Holland. Are you aware of that? Mini Holland? Mini Holland is where they put the flower pots and the pods.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. They've been doing that everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yes.
Blocking off roads and all sorts.
Absolutely. And all the prices of everything is going up, like you mentioned too, yeah? So there's a reason for that, you know. And if you pay attention to, you see that there's a lot of development going on. New blocks of flats being built, yeah? All around London. All around London. Millions of buildings, you know, even let's use Stratford as Olympic Centre as an example. You know, it's there. There's so many houses there, complex, you know. And we've just heard today that 30 million Chinese are coming, yeah?
Not 30 million, 3 million.
Oh, 3 million. Okay, 3 million. Right, coming from Hong Kong. Okay, yes. And you know,
not coming, but you know that they're giving them the opportunity to come. Not all of them will come, but I think when they make those statements, what they want is the one them who have money for come. Them a look for siphon out the money out of Hong Kong.
Right.
They had no report China Hong Kong boy can't come nowhere.
Right. You just started a very important point. You know, it's for the capitalists. You know, this is going to be the capital hub of the world. You know, so if you haven't got money, you can't live in London. London's going to be very expensive for the low earners. You know, they will be pushed out, and you know these people will buy out everything. That's why the economy is down. People are losing jobs, losing their business. You know, these Chinese will come with their big money and buy out everything. You know. So it's going to be a hub. It's going to be very expensive. You know, London is a corporation, you know, for rich people. You know, so if they replace 3 million, I mean, 3 million come, 3 million black people go somewhere. I don't know. Whether they die, I don't know. You know. So that's another point I made. And another point.
That if the Chinese make them leave.
make who leave? Sorry.
Me said that if the Chinaman make them leave, Britain can talk all about them can come, you know. But that if a China make them leave.
Leave where?
Hong Kong.
Oh, okay, Hong Kong.
Right. What happened is I think the Foreign Secretary has said that Britain will own all up to their deal. You know, Britain has never owned up to any deal in anything. But this is a power struggle, isn't it? So they can't bully China now. So they say they will make preservations for Chinese that want to come to Britain. First, they'll give them stay for 5 years. Then after 5 years, they get an extra year. Then after that extra year, they can apply some all heap of nonsense. But that's just for the money Chinese people, them. Now, the point is, one second. The point is, will China let them go? Because China warned them today, told them, you must stay out of Chinese business. Told them straight, stay out of our business. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
But what I'm trying to say is that's none of our business. They're just doing that just to make you say what you're saying, you know. At the end of the day, they're still working together. Yeah, there's the dragon and the beast, you know. They are a team. They are working to take over Africa too, you know, because China has the most populated continent in the world, you know. And they have one of the largest army. They can easily take over the whole of Africa if they wanted to, you know. And they have the manpower to do that, right? So,
no, I don't think they could do it that easy. I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that 1 minute.
What you accept, you know, because most out of the 54.
Well, make them do it then.
No. Yes, but you have to listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen, they won't do it that way. You know, they will do it in another way. You know, monetary. You know, so it's very easy to do. You understand? But it would not happen in the sense that, you know, this earth we live in, you know, there's a spirit, you know, that's not going to allow that, you know. So, your other point you made is what should we do? And I think I heard the last comment by one of your callers said something to do to pick up arms and train and martial arts and everything. That's good too. You know, it's very good for the training the body, to put the body in shape and fit and everything, you know. That's, in that aspect, it's very good. But do not think for 1 minute I'm not saying this to belittle us as a people, but do not think for 1 minute that you can go to battle with these people with machinery. Yes, probably guerrilla fighting, you probably might get, some, because we have warriors in our midst, So guerrilla fighting, you probably will.
No, Bridget, let me stop it there, King. Me no want nobody else to ring me for tell me say we can't fight with them people. Me no want to hear them talk there. No, hold on a minute. Me don't want to hear them talk there. Because you see them, hold on a minute. You see them they talk there, or them they talk.
No.
Hold on a minute, man. Just hold on a second, King. I'm gonna make you come back. You see them talk there, them same talk when I go on the plantation, them Them same talk the way you talk, A man said, listen, me no want to hear them talk there, because this we are gonna done them boy there. That's why me and you can have this conversation now. Them same talk that when I go on, when them was still in all the different countries that they cut up Africa to be. Them talk was still going on there. But the Africans said no. So I don't accept that, my friend. No.
But brother, you have to listen to me. I love your spirit. Your spirit is in the right way. Yes, but you have to understand what I'm telling you.
No, I don't understand. Me overstand.
No, listen.
And my spirit my spirit is telling me, do not accept that. Don't accept that mentality. I have to have the mentality that we can do it. I have to.
I understand why you're saying that.
Because if I can't have that, I don't come back on the radio no more. I just go look after just me and my family, and I just go work, and I just go home, and I forget the entire thing.
You cannot let go of the fighting.
Oh,
you have to stay with
me not join them church there.
The fighting.
But me can't. My daddy always tell me, say, no name can't. That's my daddy who gone to the ancestors.
You have to listen. You have to listen to me. Yes. You have to listen to Ma. Listen to Ma. Yes. You are portraying, this patriarchal energy, So listen to Ma. Ma will speak to you. Yes, my brother. Breathe in. Breathe. You have the power. Yes.
Listen, me no need no counseling, Me just want to say a thing, King. All me I tell you, say, me no want nobody else to call me up and tell me, say, we can't do nothing.
No.
Me no want to hear them to talk them. My daddy always tell me, say, nothing no name can't. My daddy tell me that, Cedric.
Brother, our mothers are listening. Our sisters are listening. Our wives are listening.
And maybe, hold on a second, and maybe our children are listening. Is that we're going to tell our children that we can't? Is that the defeatist attitude we are give them, that we can't? No, brother.
You want to take all your listen.
I say we can.
What is the greatest thing on this planet that nothing can touch?
I don't know. You tell me, because you seem to know everything. Because for a man who seem to know the greatest thing, you love say, I can't he?
No, I'm telling you.
Yes. Caller, could you put your phone on mute, please, while the brother's speaking, please? Yeah, go on, brother, go on.
What is the greatest weapon that we have that nothing can defeat?
I don't know. You tell me.
My brother, you are a prophet. You have the fighting spirit. And I said, Ma is speaking to you. What is the greatest?
You tell us, because you know it. I don't. Tell us.
Right. So it sounds like you was asking for questions. You was asking for solutions.
No. Hold on a minute. You have an answer for something. No, wriggle business. People around the world is listening to what you're saying. You have an answer for it, share it with us.
Right. And that's what I'm about to do to you tonight, right? Right. I said great mother is listening to us. Right? The great mother is listening to us right now. Yes? So you have to listen to her, because she's speaking back at you. So the fighting spirit you have to channel it. Yes? You have to channel it in the right way. We can defeat the enemy. We can defeat the enemy. Mad. We can defeat the enemy. Somebody came and said, confidence. You have to have confidence in articulating yourself in your struggle. Yes? You have to speak the truth with confidence. Yes? We have intellectual people. Yes? They can speak the truth.
Yeah, my brother, can you land now, because there's 4 other people waiting to speak, yeah?
All right, brother. I will call back later.
Yeah, okay, give thanks. Next caller, please.
Yes, Mr. Prophet.
Can you speak up, please, sir?
Yes, Mr. Prophet.
Yeah, go through, sir. Where you call from?
Yeah. Well, you don't know. I'm calling from East London. Where do you think I'm calling from?
Oh, it's Paul again. Go on, brother Paul. Go on.
Yeah. You know, I like how you call me a bully. I never in my life even remember a racist white man call me a bully. But that's cool, bruv. I'll keep that and put it in my little bag there. Because I know how some of us black minds work. But anyway, let me show you this, yeah, bruv. I personally, yeah, at this age I'm at, yeah, wouldn't waste 1 minute of my time begging anybody to train anybody, bruv. Because this is how this thing works. This is my experience of seeing this thing, yeah. When you recognize the position you're in, like for instance, if you know that you're not up to the mark, no one has to tell you to get up to the mark. You want to do it because you see something. Like for instance, if you want to get healthy, no one should have to tell you. You go and do it. If you see danger up ahead, you prepare for it. If a man has to come tell you, then you're not ready. I'm just telling you straight. If a man has to come tell you, you must do this to get to that position, you are not ready for this battle. That's how I'm putting it. So no one has to come tell you. And to that idiot who wants to bring up fool, let me tell you, you're an idiot, brother. You're small-minded and you're a damn idiot. You're bringing up foolfulness. You're a damn idiot. And that's the black-faced devils I can't stand. Because most of them, you can't even trust them, bruv. When this thing goes, when it goes down the pipeline, it's them you have to watch for. Because most of them is coward. That's the truth. And they're going to bring a lot of them cowards against you. And this is the position we're in. Brother, you know in America, almost 50% of black males are in prison. Brother, look at the statistics. Almost 50% of the prison population is black males, right? And you know something? There's a statistic.
I mentioned that at the top of the show.
Huh? Yeah, right. And do you know what I find? I hear this statistic being floated about. Brother Prophet, I find this hard to stomach. I've got no proof for this statistic I'm about to say, but I've heard it many times and I find it hard to stomach. They say that in this country, per capita, we're worse than them. There's more black males in prison in this country than per capita than in America, Bob. And I don't know if that's true, but that's scary to me. Now, let me tell you...
That could be true, you know.
Huh?
That could be true. Young black males, only put them in jail.
You know, sometimes, I'm going to let out a little secret here. Sometimes when I hear these things, I want to cry, bruv. Because if that's true, bruv, look how these people are working again. Bruv, talk about battle, bruv. These Negroes ain't ready for nothing, bruv. Listen, bruv, I'm just showing you the truth.
But, P, one second, P. I hear your passion, and I agree with most of what you say sometimes. But you see, for me, P, yeah, from my point of view, whatever those statistics is, I can't give up. It's not in my nature. If I've got to go on that battlefield with 1 million of them, then I'm going to do that. I just can't bend upon them.
No, but listen to this, yeah? Listen to this, right? Look.
We can't give up, Rasta. We just can't.
Even in my fighting days, Bob, I hear all this fool talk. I hear man, right, who work on door talk about how bad they are, what moves they're going to do, bruv. And I see them get on the mat and get knocked out in 2 seconds, bruv. Flat out on the mat. All the big talk about how bad they are, how skillful they are, and in 2 seconds I see them flat on their back, bruv. Look, bruv, the reality, look, I'm not dealing with, you know how a man come on here and telling me about what happened 100 years ago, bruv. I'm not talking about 100 years ago. In 100 years ago, they didn't have blasted automatic weapons. They didn't trace people by their phones. These dum-dums are using the phones and they're tracking you everywhere. Man, wait up.
Yeah, but Paul, 1 second, thing.
This is what I'm saying.
1 second. 100 years ago, or 300 years ago, 400 years ago when they kidnapped her, they had the guns and we had the spears. They had the cannons, and we had the spears and the animal shield. You understand what I'm saying to you?
No, brother. I fully appreciate. But listen, this is the reality now, and I've heard Doctor. Look, bruv, you know what? I listen to Dr. Abu sometimes, yeah, and I listen to the chief, yeah, and they say certain things. And sometimes when I used to listen to them, Dr. Abu especially, sometimes things he used to say was painful. But I checked it in my head. He used to say things like, Them man, they don't know how to even farm, don't even know how to grow. And the reality of it is, let me tell you today what I see. Most of them, man, my peer group, they ain't got no skills, bruv. They can't do nothing. Bruv, let me tell you, they can go to work and do what they do at work, but if it comes to growing something, finding something to grow on the ground, they wouldn't even know where to look.
If it came to survival mode.
What?
If it came to survival mode.
They wouldn't know what to do, bruv. They will... Listen, man, brother, I see it with my eyes. I'm not an idiot. Look, I hear Dr. Abu say, and it's true what he says. Most of them don't know nothing. They know they go and get a Sainsbury's and buy them stupid at the shops. But if it comes to farming for themselves and do it, they don't know a damn thing, bruv. They couldn't survive for a week. So I'm not in no full talk.
Funny joke aside. Tell a good joke, you know. Right, me say a man that drive one of them big Mercedes and he had a puncher. You know the man couldn't even change the puncher.
Right. Brother, you're gonna make me cry, bro. Listen, man, you're gonna make me cry. I've seen the same thing.
But you know what? You know what, P? You know the flip side to that? There was a brother that could. There is, isn't it?
Most of these single parent mothers, they're spreading a big 20-year-old bed. That's what they're doing and cooking for them. Most of them, they can't even cook for themselves. That's the reality we're in, bruv. All them 100 years ago, bruv, they could cook, they could farm, they knew what bush to go to heal themselves. Sorry, I don't want to swear, but they don't know nothing, bruv. That's the reality we're in.
So, but you see, P, now this is where, I come in. Because, and not just me, but people like me who engage in Saturday schools or alternative teaching to our children. We teach them these things.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So in science, our science teacher at Kimberday teaches the children about seeds and how to grow seeds and where seeds come from and things like that and all that type of stuff. So we're training the generations to come, and I'm sure under other Saturday schools they have that type of program. So we see a mistake.
The last thing I want to say here, Baba, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not going to stop saying this. You know when that idiot phone up and talk about what happened with Brother Aston, that idiot, dumb, fool.
No, Paul, listen, Paul. No, Paul, listen to me now, yeah? Listen to me carefully.
Look, Bob, let me just say...
No, hold on a minute, Paul, please. I don't want no one calling you up on the air and dissing you, and I don't want you dissing nobody. We can disagree... Hold on, Paul. We can disagree with each other. Many had a disagreement, but I wasn't rude to you. You weren't rude to me. We disagree, we make up noise, we shout. Yeah, we can do that, because that's how we are, innit? But I don't want nobody calling anybody idiot and all them something there. Call the gringo them that.
All right. Why is that black-faced devil bringing up things that don't even matter? Listen, bruv, let me tell you, this is the devils we got among us. Me, bruv, I don't give a damn for them. Maybe you want to run with them, but I'm not running with them. And I tell you straight, because I know how they stay there. Listen, they'll cut your throat quicker than this devil white man. Let me tell you that. So here's what I'm going to say now. My fight, let me tell you where my fight, I wouldn't waste 1 minute training any of these idiots. But let me tell you where my fight is now. This is how I feel at the age I'm at. I know that these people are going to vaccinate these children. I know. I've studied law, and I know in the Children's Act, right, they've taken the responsibility away from the parents. They've done that in the law, yeah? And I know they set this thing up, and I know they're going to attack the children. I know especially the black children. So that's where my fight is. I wouldn't wait one...
Okay, all right. So Paul, all right. Paul, that's where the fight is. How can we defend our children then? Can you share that with us?
Okay, that's a good question. First of all, Prophet Kwaku, we need to open up a discussion like we mean it. This is all we should be talking about, how we are going to protect our children against them, taking them into these schools and giving them tablets or whatever they give them before we can get there and brain damage them. That we need to start a conversation. That should be the only conversation, not about bloody statues and foolish...
No, but Paul, 1 second. We weren't talking about statues on this show.
No, I'm not saying you did. No, I'm not saying. But generally, that's how they got us, brother. I'm just showing you how they got us.
But I've listened to quite a few. I listened to quite a few of the talk shows on there, and nobody was talking about statues, as far as I know.
But all right, whatever. Then I'm telling you, we should be talking about our children and nothing else.
No. We should not, Paul. Everything that I hear presenters on this station speak about.
It's not.
1 second, beloved. Don't.
It's not just about this nation.
Paul. 1 second, man.
Bruv.
I'm just responding to what you said, King. That's all I'm doing.
It's not just, I didn't mention this station, did I? I'm saying in general, they have got us in a trap, right? They're misleading us. We are talking about every other foolishness, talking about 100 years ago. Right now, they are...
No, but we need to talk about 100 years ago. We need to talk about 200-300 years ago, as well as talking about the present. We can't... the past determine the present determine the future. That is simple maths.
All right, let me just end it like this. My fight ain't wasting my time with no grown-ass idiots, yeah, teaching them anything. My fight is finding a way how we are going to put what's coming down the pipeline, because these people have a plan for our children, right?
All right. When you find that out, Paul, please Africate us with it. I'd love to learn how to do that.
Africate what? What about what?
No, I'm saying when you discover a way that we can protect our children from this vaccine and all this stuff that's coming, please come and Africate us with it.
We need. Let me tell you how it should start. We need to start a conversation about the fact that they intend to vaccinate these children while they're in school. We need to talk about the fact that in the Children's Act they've removed parental the rights away from the parent and given them.
Well, they have, because they said on the news, I think it was yesterday, that when schools open, if parents don't send back their children, they're going to start finding parents.
Yeah, so my point is this, Prophet Kwaku.
So if people don't send their children back, if the information that you've given us, if people hold onto the information, people can say, well, I'm going to send my youth them back to school, and then they're looking to arrest parents. And so how are we going to defend ourselves against that?
Well,
legally.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. That question was raised on the Empress Ano's show, right? And she said something very, very useful. She said, deregister your children. That's how serious this thing is. Take your children out of the schools. But the problem is, Prophet Kwaku, right? We've not organised ourselves in no capacity. We're just talking about pure crap, right? We've not organised ourselves in nothing. We're talking...
So who is supposed to do this organising then?
I'm done with it, brother. I'm going to do what I have to do to protect my own. That's it, man. Goodbye. Take it.
You see, love Paul as I do, believe it or not. Love Paul as I do. All other callers, love Paul as I do, believe it or not. But it's no use to saying people are dumb and we ain't got this and you got all these this legal skills and thing, and you're not there Africating us about it. You're gonna go and look after just your own. That's nonsense. That's just that is an idiot thing. Because when everybody else get the vaccine and think, what's gonna happen with your one? We have to collectively work a way right, deregister your child, but have we, people are going to send their children back to school because people need to go back to work. But them go stand at them yard with the children, them no go work, them not make no money, them can't pay them bill. So yeah, Paul is definitely correct that we need some serious organising. What we need to do is start funding our Saturday schools, so that we can start taking our children all week. And then we don't have to send them to their school. We can deregister them and we can set them up in our own institutions. That's what can happen. But black people, you need to fund it. Can you too damn mean? Yeah, next caller. Otep, what's the name where you're calling from?
Me, Brother Jeff again. My brethren. Thank you for taking my call for a second time. I'll keep it very brief. I haven't got much time left. I listened to all the discussions and counter arguments, and they've all been fantastic in their own way. But listen, the battle been all fronts, my brethren: psychological, spiritual, physical, and scientific. Like, for instance, I have a scientific background. I mean, these physical vaccinations.
1 second, beloved. No disrespect, beloved, because I think you speak quite fast, and I can't pick up what you're actually saying. Could you just slow it down a bit, please?
Yeah. Of course, my president. Yeah, I heard all the arguments and counter arguments on this discussion, and they will be good in their own way. But the battle will be on all fronts of brethren, psychological, spiritual, material, academic, and scientific. We can, so the battle will be multifaceted, not just one stream, not just physical. It'll be economical as well, as Brother Akram said as well. So they come at us on all levels, brethren. So our defence must be at all levels, if I'm making sense.
No, you know what, beloved? I think you've made the most sense all evening. Yeah? Right. Because a war is fought on more than one level. It's not just fought on the battlefield. guns and bullets and killing. There's psychological warfare. There's economical warfare. There's educational warfare. There's spiritual warfare. There's cultural warfare.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? There's all types of warfare. You know what I mean? So, we need people who's got the skills in all these different disciplines, and we need to, somehow galvanize ourselves together to create a defense.
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, I just got a text that said, what a good idea, our own private security firm.
Okay. That's good, but who organises it? I mean, okay, ideas are good. That's a good...
well, you see, what I've discovered in life, beloved, in my 58 years on this planet, is that a lot of people, and in my, must be 30 years on radio, yeah? What I've noticed with people, a lot of people like to tell us what we need to do, but nobody don't come and say, listen, look, I've got this idea, this is how it needs to be done, I can assist with it, but I need help. You understand what I'm saying? No, you need to do this, you need to do that. But so where you are though? Where you are though? We're always looking for other people to do it instead of we work as a collective. It's the same thing like when we got Garvey Town, got X amount, 300 acre land, sit down, they tell people to come, let's all go and work together. Nobody don't want to come and do nothing together. Everybody want to go and do their own little thing. Nobody want to be part of a collective. Yeah?
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that part, beloved, People always want to come, when people take a stride to do something, people just waiting for it to happen,
Yeah.
Instead of wanting to be a part of the creating of it.
Exactly. So that's why, brother, I love you, I respect you, because you're part of 1%. People like yourself, Brother Minka, Brother that's Abu, even Paul is on way, and Sister Shanice, all the 1% warriors. You're on the battlefield on your own. That's a problem. The majority aren't helping you. That's a problem. It's a numbers game. So the majority are on the sidelines watching. That's the problem.
You see, for me, my brother, yeah, for me, I have a love for our people that is unconditional. I love my people, and I have faith in my people. It don't mean I don't get frustrated and disappointed with them at times, but I know because I studied history for a number of years, and I've studied our history. I've seen where our failures come. I've seen where our victories have come. I know we can do it. But who knows we can do it? Also, our enemies. Yeah. And because our enemies know we can do it, they make sure they put little mischievous people and traitors within our midst to destabilize us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Well,
so I can't accept, we're not ready. I can't accept we're living in dreamland. I can't accept we can't defeat them. I can't accept that. I will not accept it.
Yeah. But Bridget, I agree. I won't say we can't defeat them, but I would never say it. I would never say it. That's negative. I'll say we're not ready now. We're not ready now, but I use this caveats. That doesn't mean that as it proceeds, this so-called pandemic, that it might start a catalyst. Because right now, most of us are sleepwalking, but that won't be permanent. That's what I'm saying. It won't be permanent. It's what will be the catalyst? Who knows? Who knows? When the people drop dead for the vaccinations, it could be that. Who knows? Who knows what could be? We'll have to wait and see.
You see, the thing is, I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm talking to my children them now. Yeah. I'm training them from now. Because I can drop down dead tomorrow. I'm planting a seed in their mind. From the youngest to the oldest. And not only my children, all of the children are my children. Nieces, nephews, my friend, them children, the Nubians at our Saturday school, and any other children, right? Me see them on the road, me stop them, me try to affricate them, me give them some information. I make them go on with that. Yeah? Yes, you understand me I say? Because somewhere is going to wake them up. I can't accept it. Under no circumstances. Or it's just pointless. What am I doing on the radio? We might as well just pack up Galaxy and go about our business. If that's the case.
Never.
We cannot talk about one thing because it ain't one thing that's coming. They're coming at us from all directions.
over the food, propaganda, miseducation, biological warfare, physical warfare, all
economical warfare.
Yeah, don't forget that, exactly. So our response must be the same. Our response must be the same at all levels.
And sexual warfare too.
Yeah.
Yeah? We need to change our children into transgender and this and that and all kind of war and that.
But don't let me go. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't let me go there, bro. Don't let me go there.
No, but these are the type of warfares that we're going through, King. Yeah? They're trying to impose their will on us that we must accept this. You must accept that. You must. And if you don't, something's wrong with you. That's how they got it.
That's propaganda. As Garland says, propaganda warfare. That's propaganda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normalising the abnormal. That's what they're doing. Normalising the abnormal.
Anyway, King, listen. Somebody else in this field. So let me just give them my vibes, yeah?
We go, brethren, stay strong, brethren, and all the callers, bless up to you. And we'll see each other down the road. Nothing. Take care.
Okay, Otep. Yes, next caller. Otep. Otep caller? Oh, that caller gone. Well, you're in tune to New Brainform People's Talk Show live here on GalaxyAfreeway.com. It's 6 minutes past the hours of midnight. And we're still here. So I got some texts and I got some WhatsApp. I'm going to read them out. And if I don't get another call, I'm going to end the show. I just want to big up all the people who's watching on the Facebook. Trevor Diane, Conscious Queen, Paul, Shea, Carl Grant, Ian, Curly Smith, Shea again, say something, Sister L, Don, Ayajala Oba, Kisha B, Debbie, Shaz, Trish, Kamau, Azania Jem, Kwesi Bonso, Mitchell, Don Johnson, one way for people watch you right now, so. Otep Cooler, what's the name and where you calling from?
Greetings, Prophet. This is Brother Delaney calling from Southwest London, sir.
Yes. Big up yourself, Brother Delaney. Hold on there. Well, Will Packer. Hold on there, Brother Akram. Just hold on. And next caller, hold on. Is Brother Delaney talking at the moment. Go on, Brother Delaney.
Yes, sir. Yes. Because the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. Yes, King. Me here a few ideas about doing something. Well, I'm telling the people them we can have to do something. Come on. And when I say
yeah, listen, come out. Can you just put your phone on mute? Everybody put them phone on mute. When Brother Delaney finish, I'll bring in Brother Akram. After Brother Akram will be the next brother and so forth. So just hold on, please.
Yes, sir. So yes, I am challenging our people, for those who want to do something, those who want to get involved in something, that you can get involved in the African reparation movement. Seeing, and right now we're in a high state of planning right now for the 1st of August, the African Emancipation Day rebellion grounding in Brixton. So we need stewards, we need first aiders, we need organizers, we need coordinators, we need the people with a high brain, high skill to come forward to contribute to your campaign, your revolution, your liberation, because make no mistake about it, we're standing on the shoulders of all those great ancestors that have been fighting to this point where we are today. So we now have to take up this mantle. These actions we're doing is continuing that over 2,000 years of struggle that we've been undergoing.
6,000.
Yes, you can add some more to it, my brother. We're standing on the shoulders of all those people, all those great Africans that have laid down their life, that have laid down their blood, sweat, and tears for us to be here today. It is our duty and responsibility to continue that struggle. And we have a responsibility right now to show the world that that we are serious about holding these perpetrators to account. We want to hold them accountable. We need to come out.
Delani, brother Delani, I'm glad that you called. I'm really glad that you called because, you know, so many people called and we was having a conversation and thing. And I wanted to talk about this because there's a danger that our reparation movement is getting hijacked. Yeah? And our reparation movement is getting hijacked because companies are coming out saying, oh, you know, they've apologized for what happened in their part they played in slavery, and they're going to give reparations to the black and ethnic minorities. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Right? So, you know, this is a move to destabilize the ongoing reparations movement that is alive and kicking at the grassroots level. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? And so it's important that on the 1st of Messiah that we come out in numbers, because we need the numbers. It's a numbers game. You understand me? So if people are interested and want to do something constructive, because this is not about the 50-year-olds, the 60s or the 70s. This is about our children, like your little children them in the background I can hear. This is about their future. And we need to secure their future from now.
Yes, King.
You understand what I'm saying? Listen, look, I just got to go to the level. You talk to the people, them. Go on.
Yes, King. I want to address that point about a lot of hijacking taking place, a lot of masquerading. Don't let the people them and these corporate companies hide behind the word reparation. What they're doing is called corporate responsibility, what they should be doing anyway. Our issue of reparation have nothing to do with that. We are talking about repairing the damage that was done to millions of our people, and the damages and benefit itself in our lives, in our psychology, in our pattern of behavior. This is where the damage is taking place, and that's what we want to get repaired. So until them talking about a redistribution of wealth and power, they're not talking about reparation yet. So we don't accept those arguments and those premises under the banner of reparation. We reject those kind of characterization and the framing of reparation. We are sticking to the Chingwezu definition and the international definition as laid out by the United Nations under the right of remedy of people that's been damaged. So that's where our argument is in terms of reparation. And these organizations and companies trying to co-opt, we have to resist them. And one of the things is that we have to recognize that what we're doing is a part of the authentic and real reparation movement. We've been doing this work for years. And you know this reparation movement started from the first African was kidnapped. And we're continuing that work to this day. So we're telling our people, come out in your tens and thousands. Don't be afraid of the system. And the prophet said, we have to resist. You know, see, we can't think we're going to be defeated. Right now, we're telling you, come to Brixton. Come to Brixton, where we're going to pour our libation to our ancestors, and we're going to blaze a fire on the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we need stewards, we need first aiders, we need organizers. You know, see, we need people with media credentials who can get into penetrate the media. You know, see it? Because we want the people them when you see the advert them coming on your WhatsApp, you need to share them in your network. Don't be afraid. You know, see it? We're not here to frighten you. We are part of you. We love our people. We love you. So we want you to know that this is your work. You just share it in your network, share it on your platform, share it on your show. Listen. Some of the people them afraid to even share them number when them are phone in there. Some of them not going to share that. So I just open them, they can break that phobia. And if you have a brethren, have a YouTube channel, tell them to play them thing on it. We give you all permission. Play the thing on all the YouTube channel them. All of the black channel them on the black platform. We need to talk to them. Send it go get them. Come me send it go get them. And sometimes them moving slow to really pick up and play the thing like them. More people need to send it to the black, especially the black press. and the black YouTubers them, the black Facebook page them, and all these pages where our people listen to, the dancehall people them, they need to know say the struggle continues for our liberation. We're not free yet. Not because you dance and you boogie down, you drive your big BMW and your fancy clothes. The struggle is that over millions of our people are dying yearly across this world. And our people are dying by the hundreds and sometimes by the thousands on a daily basis on our motherland of Africa. You know, see, and if Africa don't fix up, you can't fix up. And make no mistake about it. Let me say, reiterate, and no prophet speak about this often on this platform, that our power base is in Africa, in the motherland.
In the motherland.
It is not our power base. The United States
can be.
Our power base.
Can be. Can be.
Is not our power base. Our pure power base is in the motherland of Africa. That's where we have to sink our anchor and defend the world. That is our throne. So make no mistake about that. So we are in here and we are engaging the enemy on his territory. So we have to be wise. We have to know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be afraid of him saying we need our people.
And we want people who have SIA badge and all them something there.
SIA badge. If you have the skill, don't hide. If you
first year does.
Skill. Even if you want to come be administrator, collect signature on a day, who can
want some youth them there and all them something there.
Yeah, who can fundraise, who can carry a fundraising bucket on a day. We need people to come assist in organizing this thing. This is our people thing. Let's see it. I want to big up Galaxy because Galaxy has been at the forefront of promotion of this reparation action that we take every year on the 1st of Mosiah. So we want our people to know, say, we're doing this for you. We're doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for our very survival. We're uniting to stop the Mangamese for our very existence. Because you know, say, our people are the first and always the most who are damaged by the system. If the system catch a flu, if the system catch a cold, we catch a bloody flu. So we know how it go.
We know it go.
So I don't want to take up too much of your time, Prophet, because I know you should have to run. But I just want to tell the people.
No, man, say a thing, man. Say a thing, man. Say what you want to say.
All right.
Because we're not the night, yeah.
All right, sir. If you want to reach out to the committee, I'll tell you the number. It's 079 22 035 446. So I am asking my people, reach out. This is the number. I'm going to read it again because I know say we have to take it slow it down because people don't have them pen and don't have them phone. But I'm going to give it again. Reach out to the committee. Tell us what you can do and how we can make it better. 079 22. Again, 079 22 035 446. 035 446. So I just want us to reach out to that number there. Go upon reparationsmarch.org for more information. If you are into organizing, we need you. If you are a promoter, we need you. If you're driving mobility vehicle, we need you. If you have a banner maker, we need you. If you're a drummer, we need you. If you're a black business, we need sponsorship.
Listen, man, if you're black, we need you.
If you're black, we need you. If you have a venue where we can use to teach the people, then we need you. If you're a videographer, we need you. If you're an illustrator or an artist, we need you. If you're a musician, we need you. And we know, so we need the SIA badge holders and the security person. We need you. You know what I'm saying? And we need to bring out the youth them. If you know the youth them, don't leave the youth them home. Bring out the family. Bring the youth them to come see this so they can get knowledge and get information about their future. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to take action. And so let me tell you one of the purpose behind this is that we as a community must come up with ideas. How are we going to bring attention to the issue of reparation? How are we going to get the attention of the state? How are we going to get attention of the media? Because they've been ignoring our demands for too long. And now we have to find a way to get the attention. That's what we're talking about now. Getting the attention of the establishment. You know, see? So, and one way to do it is in our numbers, in our unity. You see, that we can come out in our tens and thousands.
You see, the thing, Brother Delani, this is an every year thing, you know, we're claiming the day, we're claiming the 1st of Mosiah as our day.
That's our day. You know, see it, cause
right? We claim that every year, right?
yes, we take that day.
And you're telling me that us as a people, we can't claim a day? We're wait for Master for give it a day. So you jump to any days that they give you, but a day that is created for yourself, you are afraid to attend. Eh?
Exactly.
Let me read out this. Let me read out this text. It says, "Brother Kwaku, soldiers need to link up. We are at war. From school they try to make us dumb bless. Kwaku, you need to make a database of our soldiers. I am David. David, I'm gonna take your number, and I'm gonna give you a call, King. Yeah.
Man, sit down, David. Man, David, come in, man.
Brother Kwaku, please listen. I'm a sister listening in Orlando, working. I had to pull over for this. Yeah, so that's from Orlando.
See there.
Well, I don't know, sister, you still listening in Orlando? If you're still listening in Orlando, send me a WhatsApp and tell us that you're still listening. Give us a comment. Tell us, share something with us about what's happening out there.
Yeah, man. So, you know, Prophet, you know, me always I try to keep it on a level where people them know them can feed into the thing, you know, because this is the people them thing. You know, see, none of we now get paid, none of we now, I mean, this is what you call, what's called it, unselfish, a devotional, a commitment. This is the epitome of it. You know, see it. We devote our life to this. You know, see it. You know, see, we not look no reward, we not look no fear, we not look no gratitude. We are doing our duty as African people, and that's how we have to see it. You know, see, we have a responsibility to continue this thing. If you know, you do better. If you don't know, me can't blame you. You know what I'm saying? So I just so we have to move right now. So yeah, man, I'm full right now. I just finished a meeting right now, a 3-hour meeting a while ago. You know, see it. I'm coming. Mr. Cabra link me. I tell me, say, boy, tune in. And I say, Bakwa. I'm tuning them to your live, seeing me. I'm glad me catch you. Cause I always want to catch you. In a Prophet, you know, see, but yeah, man, I have to keep blazing the fire, man, and yes, people, just know, so boy, a full thing this 1st of August, this is the real thing, you know, see, if other people come try to hijack things, this is the real thing, you know, see, this is a black people thing, it's an African people thing, you know, see, this is the repairing of our people thing, you know, see, this is where we're talking about justice, reparative justice, you know, see, this is what we are about. We don't mince no word about what we are dealing with, and we have some great minds that's dealing with your issue, with our issue as a people. So don't feel that this is a joke thing. You know, see, this is a historical reckoning that I deal with. You know, see, no matter how small we may think we are, history is on our side. Remember that. Justice is on our side. The ancestors are on our side.
Ashe.
Remember that.
Ashe.
Can't forget that. You know, see it. So as we move forward, people know say we're not alone. You know, see it. There are many of us who think like this. Many of us who are on this battlefield. Some of us can only write a word. Some of us can only sing a song. Some of us can only write a book. Some of us can talk. Some of us can do all kind of artistic thing. And that's what we have to do. Play your own role. Do what you can. When the time comes to action, you hear the call. You know the voice. You know that sound. You know that call of justice when you hear it. You know when the ancestors are calling unto you. And you know when your future is calling unto you, that we have to make our contribution in this time. We have to put on what we do and leave it as a legacy, because one thing you can only do what you can do and leave it at that, because you can't do all of it. None of us can do it by ourselves. So forget about that. If you think that you can do this by yourself, you are deluding yourself. Without our people behind us, without we working together, this will never get done. So this is the time. This is one of those moments where we get together in a public way to show the world that we mean business. And you know that there's a lot of people right now around the world who's activated and they mean business, because there's a lot of changes coming in the wind, and we know so reparation, all of the road them lead to reparation. All of the action you see going on right now in the world, the road, when you see the light at the end of this tunnel, is reparation.
All right, listen, D. There's some other people, and I don't want to be in here later than what. Cause ride me a ride, so
Respect, man.
you know, nightmare ride, you know. So they might assassinate me on the way home.
I want to thank you, Prophet, and I want to give honor to the Galaxy management and respect to all of the other callers them on the line and the Galaxy family and listenership. Respect has been a privilege and an honor to come and speak to you.
All right, bless up. Ashe. All right, who was next? I can't remember.
Yeah, can I come in? Or
Yeah. But listen. I want everybody to make it kind of quick. Cause I don't want it longer than 1 o'clock because I ride my bike in the night. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Go on.
Yeah. Rise up, brother Delaney. There. One of the things, you know, as you rightly point out, you know, and that brings me to something I wanted to talk to you about it earlier, but as I said, time doesn't permit. But you know, the young ones that is in the background there, and that comes back to the Garvey village, you know, the Garvey town that you all have there. And, you know, I've been in Africa for about 30 years, and as I said, I went into transport because that was all I knew, that was what I grew up on. But later on, I come to learn about the land situation, land and planting trees. But when I was growing up, nobody told me that there's money in trees, you know, that, yeah, man, you know, that tree over there is worth a lot of money, you know. It wasn't until a few years back that the white man told me, look, man, you see that tree over there? I'm just waiting for it to fall because that tree there is worth nearly 10,000 pounds, you know. And yeah, so what I was saying is that one of the areas, because land is in abundance in Africa, and probably with the Garvey town, an extension could be, right, acquiring lots more land.
No. You see, the thing is, you know, it's no use acquiring more land if the land that you have, you know, you're having trouble developing it. What's the point of that?
But I'm just going to give a solution to that problem.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things what I'm saying is, you see, with a lot of people here, because, you know, people tell you, you're saving up for your children, right? Put this money in a this or something there. Put this money into their fund management and so forth and things like that. But, you know, had we been putting it into our own fund things, right? And that's what I'm saying, of acquiring land, you know, and developing that land, and that in 20 years' time, what that land, you know, like a pension for them children, or like a fund for those children when they get to that age, you know, to go into university, how much money that could be returning to them. You understand? That's what I'm saying, right? Is developing something that, you know, instead of putting your money into these people's fund management, that little £20 you have, throw it into this pot. We're acquiring land, we're planting trees, or we're doing development, and those developments, in 20 years' time, you all...
Brother Akram, I hear what you're saying, yeah, but, you know, Brother Akram, I put it out there to people. I give my email address every show I do. I say, if people are interested in creating something for their children, so that in the future, if they have to left this place, they've got somewhere to go, then Garvey Town is the project for them. If people want to know what Garvey Town's about, just go on garveytown.net. That's our website. You can email me through the website, or you can email me through my private email, which is Muduti, M for mother, U for Uganda, D for Dogon, U for Uganda, T for Tanzania, Y for Ya Santawa at yahoo.co.uk. If people are interested, leave a phone number and we can link. I can tell you more about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be coming on the radio every minute and that's all I'm talking about, really. You understand? But if people are interested in that, there's land. You don't pay no whole heap of money for no land. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I mean,
you can build a property for much less than what it would cost you to buy one here now. You know?
Well, I give you another example. You see, my mother-in-law said, look, you know, 300 blocks make a room, you know, and you know, 300 blocks, you say, make a room. And what she used to do is, you know, every time she get a little bit of money, she put it aside, put some blocks down, and when she gets 300 blocks, she goes and put up a room. After a time, after several years, she has a house. You understand what I'm saying, right? And when she died, she had 5 children, and each one of them had their own house. You see? So what I'm saying is, you're right. I mean, these are little things that people could be doing, investing in in little things like that. You understand, right? You know. So and it doesn't cost the earth. It just costs a little bit to put this money aside. Say, well, okay, this is for this project, that is for that project. In 10 years' time, your child have a house. You know, you have something there that your child can say, well, look, you know what? We have a better. We have something better which it can be less than 10 years. Yeah, well, but give thanks, Brother Akram, because I want to come out of the studio really. So, and I've got quite a few people waiting to have a natter. Yeah. Okay then. Thanks. Right. Yeah, but give thanks, my brother. Yeah, every time. Okay. Right. Honor every time. Right. Yeah. Next caller. Next caller. Oh, it cut off. It cut off. So you can call back 0207 193 0174 or the WhatsApp number 073 7792 0703. And I just got the thumbs up from the person in Orlando. Was it Dex? Line me up to the database. All right, Dex. I haven't got your number. You just came up with your name. I haven't got your number. Out up caller, Rusty name, where you calling from?
Rastafari, my brother.
Rastafari.
Aye, my brother. I just wanted to reach out to 1010. Just with some information, you know. The State of Africa, Diaspora, I'm not quite sure if you've heard of them. There are so many organizations and fractions, and so we're just trying to bring everything together. So one of the things is if we all start using the same platform, it'll be a good idea. So I just wanted to give ones that are listening from all over the world, all over the universe too, you know, some information. So if you have your pens ready, I will give you a website that you can go to, and the website is an African Facebook, if you like. And the creators are based in Togo.
Is it? One second. I want to catch that. Hold on. I put on my glasses, you know.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's good.
Put on my glasses. Go on, King. Go on.
That's the time I get left there, you know.
Go on.
So, there's 2 bits of information I want to give you.
Yeah. Give me the African Facebook first.
Yeah.
Nobody procrastinate on that. Come now.
Yeah, that one's called Kuman.
Spell it for us, please.
O.
Wait, start. Hold on, King. Start again.
K. O. U. H. M for mother. A. N for November. Kuman.com. Now, that website is the beginning of recognition of us being the 6 diaspora states. Anything outside has now Rastafari. We Africans that are born outside of continental Mama Africa are now have been classified legally as being the 6th diaspora. So in legal terms...
Is it the 5th or the 6th?
The 6th.
Is it 6, isn't it?
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, the 6th region, isn't it? You ever know about that?
6th region.
Yeah.
So basically, we have rights now. You understand, legal rights. But part of this coming together and getting the support for everything that we need support. So we need to come under one umbrella. And this website, Kuman, the one that's replacing Facebook, and it's got have your contact in there, It'll have your business in there. It will have your groups in there. Everything that we need can be organized in there. It's even got calendar and even dating, you know. But it's been regulated by a team of ones and ones, young talent, and what they've done so far. I've been using it for just over a week, and what I've seen is very good. So I've reached out to them with some of the work that I'm doing. So hopefully in the future we can, you know, reason on a nice level. But I just wanted to reach out to ones and ones that are listening now, because there was a sister that was ringing from stateside, and she pulled over. So I like that vibration. So
yeah, man. She does WhatsApp again. She goes driving and working. Yeah. She goes driving, working, and listening. Big up to that sister.
Yeah, Rastafari, because now is the time for doing, you know. And so we're doing too much, my brother. I'll tell you this. On my travels, when I look, it's not that we're not doing, it's that we don't know that we're doing, you see. And that's when His Majesty says we must organize and centralize, you know, to realize, you know, our victory. You understand, my brother? So as we come together, we're starting to support one another. So I'm proposing one of these websites, and we'll be one of the first kind of generation to use it. It's brand new. And it's sponsored by the State of Africa Diaspora. The State of Africa Diaspora has been sponsoring the Return of Our Artifacts campaign recently. You know, that was held over 3 countries, London, Paris, and New York. 4 o'clock at the same time, we were out there campaigning to return our artifacts. So legally, we lost, you know, the actual return. However, Christie and hopefully the others will also work with us in future, you know. So it's part of that, you know. It's part of that level that we're fighting on, and we have to be fighting on every level. So even if you're not doing one thing, at least do something, you know. And that something is more than nothing. So give thanks for the vibration, my brother. I love the vibes. I love the energy. We're gonna link soon anyway, I know. You know, on the continent, on the motherland.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Would I like link with you before then, so we can do some work in the motherland together?
Yeah, that's not.
Cause we have 300 acres of land sit down there and wait for people, black people, to come build upon it.
You see, the journey for I, you know, my brother, it's been an awakening, a true awakening. So today, I heard about His Majesty's statue that has been desecrated and been torn apart in Wimbledon, London. And I was like, oh, Wimbledon.
I didn't even know that he had a statue there.
Well, no, I used to pass there every day going to the Babylon work for how many years, and I didn't even know it. And it was pure guidance. And I didn't know. So I went there today to block our reverence. So when I get there, there's 2 brothers. There's an elder Ethiopian, Selassie's nephew. And to the right was Leonard Percival Howe's nephew. I said, what is going on? So I just block our reverence. Had a little reasoning. Certain people did come around to listen to His Majesty's words. And it was just a beautiful day, my brother. You see? So, right now, the vibes just told me to just ring up, spread the vibe as it is, and, you know, and it's just forward all the time, you know? But it's that. Everything's airy. So, once again, Humans.com, spelled K-O...
I'm looking at it now.
Okay. HMAN.com. Very clean. Sign up to it. Post the things that you're doing on there. Post on there, because you're reaching out to Africans directly.
Yeah, directly. Yeah.
Across the globe.
Land now, my brother. I think is there other people that no. Go on. You can't go on. Nobody else knows that.
No, that's a beautiful vibration. Just wanted to just give. And they're linked with the State of Africa Diaspora. All I'm doing at the moment is just plug in. Because I want to change the narrative. Because I keep on hearing too much negative. Everyone's energy seems to be down, but we have to rise up that energy. The thing when we talk it, we have to, you know, act it and behave like it, you know. So if we're royalty, we must behave like royalty. You understand? And we must carry our heads up high. We mustn't be low, yeah, because we praise the Most High. You see, so with that little vibration, my brother, I'm gonna reach out to you one of them times.
All right, give thanks, yeah.
Yes.
Bless up. Hotel.
Aye.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's 20 to 1. I'm gonna leave in 20 minutes time, so I'll give the show extra 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave in 20 minutes time. I got a couple of texts to read out, so let me just read out the text them and the WhatsApp. Greetings, Prophet. Have you thought of putting your show on podcast for those of us who wants to listen to your show again, and for us to share with our people who still don't know about your show? Just a thought. You know what I mean? If I knew how to do it, beloved, I would do it. I don't know how to do the podcasting. I'm gonna have to go and read up and learn about that. But I do have it. I could email it to people. You know, we have the facility where we record it, and then I can email the show. So, but I was thinking of posting some of them on my face, but I'm going to sign up to that Coolman site because it looks good. Yeah, African alternative to Facebook. I love the sound of that. So if somebody can organize that podcasting for me, I'd be interested in it. Maybe we should initiate the infiltrators through them. LGBTQP, BLM have sparked the reparation compensation debate. We should keep them close to us, use their publicity, but know when to intervene when the white man tries to give the alphabet people our compensation money. And that's coming from 241. I don't know if I agree with any of that, to be quite honest. I'm not in a nothing with them. Yeah, I'm not going to play that game. That's a dangerous game. I think we just need to be quite clear. We have a reparations movement. We've been doing it from the first Africans, as Delani said, was put on those boats from the time of the Punic Wars, from the time of the invasion of the Greeks and the Romans, from the time of the invasion in 1785, before the common era of the Hyksos. We've been fighting these people them from how long? We've been fighting them from in the Indus Valley, from Kush and all them place there. Yeah? Yeah, Chaldea and all them place there. We are fighting them people, right? From Sumna and all them place there. We are fighting them people. So I know nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? We just have to do our bit towards the struggle, because it's not just we are in times where we're benefiting more than our ancestors who were in the captivity. They fought and struggled for us to get out of that physical captivity, even though some of us are still in it, but some of us are out here with a little autonomy. So we have to just do our bit. You understand? Stop looking for glory for yourself and you kind of want to go sit down in a swimming pool and all them something there and live high society life. You understand me? I say, big up yourself in Orlando. Yeah? So, you know, we just have to do our little bit. And just like what Brother Delani said, we're not doing this for money. We're not get paid. You're creating problem in your blasted relationship. You always out, you depend radio, you depend this march, that meeting, this meeting, the ass dead and the damn cow fat. You understand? But we know it has to be done. And if we don't do it, who's going to do it? If we don't organize it, who's going to organize it? So upon the first of Messiah, Brixton, we want thousands of them to come out. We want the youth them to come out too. So we can roll down upon the wicked. You understand? Claim the day. Don't go and work for nobody. Remember, well, he's not young anymore, but I'm young to me still. But Swiss have that thing, the Black Pound Day. Let the first of Messiah every year, not only that day, let's do it all the time, I should say. But make that day we don't spend no money with nobody but ourselves. The reason why it's the first of Messiah is because it's in connection with the celebrations in the Caribbean. So we're trying to unify with our people then. You understand what I'm saying? So, we go on. The statue damage in Wimbledon is supposed to be linked to an Ethiopian protest singer who was killed in Ethiopia yesterday or Tuesday. Yeah, the Ethiopian singer was killed in Ethiopia yesterday. And then my big demonstration. So me get to hear me people me a yarn now. I'm have a long ride for go. I'll probably take one more call before I wrap up the evening. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I wrap up the morning now, innit? Yeah. 0207 193 0174. And that's the live link number. And the WhatsApp and text number is +44 0. Drop the 0 if you're doing +44. If you're over here, it's 073 77. May I yarn no 920703. I have a flat where I paint and I forgot get up early man. I forgot look out this flat here. It's been an enjoyable show. I've enjoyed it. I hope the people them has enjoyed it. I hope the people them on Facebook. I hope you've enjoyed it. I don't do this for gratitude. I don't do this because I'm looking notoriety or anything like that. I do this because I love my people. Hold on, caller. I have an unselfish love for the liberation of black people wherever we are on the planet. I don't know where it come from. It's probably come from our ancestors. But that is my calling. And I would tell the truth, even if it take my life. And I don't say that lightly. Not claiming to be no brave or no macho man or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've got my children, them, and I love them, my grandchildren, them. You understand me? I'm a family. You understand me? I say, I'm a love them. I'm a wife and all them thing there. I'm a brother them, I'm a sister them, and we love them amongst people. But if it means that they must protect me for telling the truth, then tell the truth I shall. Make no beans about that. The time for fear has gone. You can't afraid if you come from the original people. Let me tell you something now. There is nobody. Them could have 190-year-old Chinese, Indian, or any other group. None of them no older than we. My last child is 9-year-old. Me tell her, I said, none of them people no older than you. You are their mother. You have the oldest DNA running through you. Them is just come. So them could be 200 years old. Them younger than you. And that me train my children for say. Yeah, Carla, what's the name of where you're calling from?
Yeah,
Kwaku. Who's Jules? Who's Jules?
All right, then, Brother Julius.
Brother Junior, all right, go on. You go on and then the next caller come after and then that's it.
I want to rise up the Prophet Kwaku, the Gazi Town man.
Yeah, go on. Continue, sir.
Yeah. I tell you, you state on one last fact just now when you said we shouldn't fear nothing. And because this is all that these people want now, because we know all this COVID-19 is to make us fear, scare us, and so on. But I tell you what, it's just that it's impossible. But I'm going to make a bold statement now, which
I believe I'm going to try, because I was trying to get Dr. Abu so that maybe I pass this information, which comes, it's not a joke information, not like when people just take it and put it on YouTube or whatever it is, to show you what the main plan and how these people do everything. This comes from a head of state right inside this Mama Africa, which was joking, when they find out everything, about what these people did on this COVID-19 and the situation they put in. So most of the things, just as how my brother called, we have to break this thing by the march. We're going to move on, because this is what they want to do to us, so that this thing can affect our recessive gene. This is what the work is all about. Even this particular thing, they got to get a second phase of this lockdown. Oh yes, But when that thing is played over the radio, Prophet, seriously, don't take my word for it now, but it's coming from a reliable source, which everybody will be surprised, because we all think that all the prime minister, the president, them and everything, they are puppets and everything, but this one is going to count all of us wrong in our thinking. I hope I can, because I'm not able to play it, I was thinking how I can play it over so that everybody hear this particular information.
Well, how long is it?
Serious.
How long is it?
Huh? Well, I don't know how to do this thing when I can pass it or whatever it is. So that it's just about, maybe it might take about 5 minutes or whatever it is. But this one is like nobody should miss out of that wherever they are in this world. I'm not joking. Yeah, this is definite source. Me giving you that. Me laying me life down on that particular one. Because we've been talking about that, but this one comes from a serious source. Yeah, man. So this is what the game they're playing on us. Keeping us locked down. They want to get a second phase. All this vaccine is all planting just to keep us in the way they want us and everything, and which is affecting us. This is a serious thing, really. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But the information is vital so that this world which we're talking about, we have to move. We have to force ourselves out there or whatever it is. Because they're trying to keep us in so that more people will be affected by this thing. This will be catching up this thing. This is the game.
I think I know the information. I've seen that information. It was done some years ago, and everything that's happening now.
My brother, this is not an information from me. This is an information which maybe it might have come about 2 days ago. Yesterday, yes, my man. This is the thing. From look, I don't want to lose it now or whatever, but this is from big work in that Mother Africa. Let me just leave it like that.
Give thanks, my brother.
I try to set, but we make Brother Abu of Kipa come by, even when themselves listening to it, they won't wait to make everybody hear that. Yes, my brother. This is the pandemic game with these people and playing all around. I mean, I can't go on more, brother. Because,
my brother, I'm going to have to let you go because I want to finish at 1 o'clock, yeah?
I know. But anyway, I still let me rise up the prophet because since I never even get to talk to him or whatever it is because of the timing. But I was always interested in your Gavi town and all these sort of things and so on, But rise up to the prophet.
Give thanks, my brother.
All right, my brother. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, caller, you're the last caller now. Caller? There was another caller there, but I'm gone.
Yes. Good, I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yeah, so this is it. No one's ever witnessed what we've just been through. Nobody on the planet. Nothing has been ever done like this in history. In history. No world government in everywhere on the planet has been shut down in bloody history. So hear what now? If your eyes ain't open, it's too late for you. If you can't see what these devils are putting out in the open, it's too late for you. It's just too late. So hear what I'm saying to you. Those who have ears, that's all I'm speaking to. I ain't speaking to you with your big egos or what you're going to lead people up the damn street and back. I ain't speaking to you. I'm speaking to those who have ears to hear and eyes to see. Get in the schools, write a letter to them and tell them you do not want them to give your child any medication under any circumstances without your expressed permission. Do that. If you've got grandchildren in these schools, write a letter. Tell your children to write a letter to them to tell them without your express permission. Because mark my words on this. This country, the UK, your UK government, you've been paying taxes for and begging them for jobs, yeah? They intend to vaccinate your children. The ICTV, the organization, go and look it up. The ICTV is based right here in London, and they are the ones who named it COVID-19. ICTV, and they have set this plan in motion for the world. These people are controlling the whole thing right here in London. So what, you think your children have a chance? You better wake up. You better wake up now.
But if your children them don't belong to, don't care what you're right, they control, innit? Isn't that what you said earlier?
What I said earlier, let me make it clear again. I said in the Children's Act, okay? In the Children's Act. They have written in the Children's Act, go and look, that you do not have rights over your children. That's what they've written.
So you writing to them, telling them you don't want them to give your children no, what's the name, under no circumstances. It don't make no sense, does it?
In the Children's Act, it says you do not have rights over your children. You have something called parental responsibility, right? But that does not negate your rights as a parent of your child to write a letter expressing to them that you do not wish them to take any action without your express permission. It's a letter in writing, yeah? That does not negate your responsibility, because hear what now? If they've got that letter in front of them, okay, in writing, that will cause them to act on it. That will cause them to question it. You understand? But if you don't do that, you yourself know, Kwaku, because you've seen it. You saw the brother on the internet read you the new legislation, what they brought in, right, to mandatory vaccinate people and take people if they feel that you saw that yourself. What, you think that don't affect the children? They've taken all the rights away. So you as the parent, you've just got to do what you can do. I'm just giving you one solution, but it's down to you to use. Get in, familiarize yourself with the headmaster. Get in the schools and familiarize yourself with the teachers. Get to speak to them and know them, who they are. Because most time when you look in these schools, the parents, they don't really know who the parents are. The parents too busy working or doing whatever it's doing. So I've just given you one solution, but it's you to use your initiative and your brain. Right? I can't hold your hand. I can't be with every damn one of you. Sometimes we got to think outside the bloody box.
Yeah, I know that, Paul. Paul, I know that, but I'm just going by the information you gave earlier, where you said they've taken away our parental rights. So even if we write a letter, what's that going to do?
I'm just giving you it from my experience with these schools, with my own children, right? Brother, in there fighting with these people, right? Asking for other people who look like me for support, and they weren't interested. I'm just giving you my experience. They were not interested in their children, and I know really most of them are not. They're too busy talking about statues, talking about this and that crap, and letting their children go to hell. Going rave, wearing wigs and all this crap. That's what they're interested in. I've seen it with my own eyes. No one needs to tell me. But I'm pleading for these children because that's what I've got to do out of my heart. Because I know that's what's got to be done. Right? Because without, if you know what, for me personally, I'm going to say, if you can't protect your children, right? If we can't protect the children, right? Let me show you something. You ain't going to protect nothing. And I'm sick of them pie-in-the-sky dreams people come talking about. If you can't even protect the children, you're not good for nothing. You should die tomorrow. Go and put a rope around your neck and hang yourself. That's how I feel. Take care.
Yeah, well, that was Paul, and we all know Paul is quite passionate about certain things, you know. I'm going to wrap up the show now. But it was been a very interesting show, interesting, you know, contributions. But I was a bit disappointed because I think it was only one person addressed this issue of the fact that there's a virus going around that can be killed. This virus can be killed by washing your hand with soap and water for 28 seconds. And you box up COVID. Yeah? What I call covert. You box up COVID-19 with soap and water. But you have the whole planet on lockdown. Ebola never have the planet on lockdown. AIDS never have the planet on lockdown. Syphilis, gonorrhea, right? New strain of malaria. Yeah? None of these things did have the whole planet on lockdown. And none of those diseases that I just mentioned, you can kill them by washing with soap. None of them. But the one that you can kill washing with soap is the one that locked down the planet. You've been in tune to the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show. Live on the Rock 9. I said the Rock, didn't I? Bloody hell. Live on Galaxy. Edit that part. Live on Galaxy. Afiwi.com. The only de-brainwashing station in this nation. I'm going to say the last thing. Nobody tells me that I'm wasting my time with what I'm doing. Or that people who take out time to do things for the benefit of our community is wasting their time. Because it's those people them that made that sacrifices why people can come and make them comments now. Because had they not made those sacrifices on those plantations, guerrilla warfare in Zimbabwe and Botswana and all them places there, if those Africans never rise up in 1791, if those Africans didn't rise up in all the Caribbean islands, they'd have got wiped out like they wiped out our brothers and sisters in New Zealand, Tasmania, and nearly eradicated them in Australia. And now the Indonesians are attempting to wipe out the black people in West Papua. Do your studies, black people. Learn about where the other black people them are on the planet. Learn about where they are or where they were. And now these devils came along and killed them. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is this. Right? The thing about it is this. Is that the agenda is to wipe the original earthlings off the planet. And we got the oldest DNA. The Chinese them don't have it. The Indian, the Pakistani, the Bangladeshi, yeah, the Arabs, the Europeans, they don't have the oldest DNA. We got it. And it resides in the African woman. You understand what I'm saying to you? So they want to get rid of us. That's their agenda. So stay alert, black people. Wherever we are in the world, stay alert. And I say it again, there's no other group on this planet older than you. None. Them could be 100, even Elizabeth, I'm a daughter. Them can't older than you. You have the oldest DNA on the planet. You understand me, I say? And the people with the oldest DNA on the planet are the Bantu people, them too. So stay strong, Africans. Spread the news, speak about it, talk about it. That's what we have to do as African people. It's not a hate thing. This is a love thing. This is a love thing for our people. I love my people so much, I ain't got no energy to waste time hating nobody. I hate the things they do to us, and I'll defend myself by any means necessary. That's what we are. We're offensive people. We don't attack people. We defend ourselves. Itepe, Ineke, J.A., Senebe. I want to play a tune, you know. I want to play a tune. I know the engineer up, you know. But I just want to play this tune. And this tune is dedicated, yeah, to all of us as Africans around the world. Because we must never give up. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We must never give up. You understand what I'm saying? Never give up. Because our ancestors didn't give up. And we are the sole reason why they existed. Otep. This wasn't the track I wanted to play.
Kwaku on the Nubian Forum People's Talk Show.
We now give up. This is the last track from me. I'll be back here on Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You've been in tune to Nubian Forum People's Talk Show live on GalaxyAfeewit.com. Stay tuned. Spread the word. Galaxy is here. Hotel. Your man say, we nah give up. He say we nah give up. Hear him say, reparations. You say, never give up. We nah give up. We coulda never give up.